One of the best, period. And there isn't anything he doesn't know about Giants football. Their plays, their tactics, their mindset. And he's ready to get us ready. Ready to... Wait, Carl! Save it for Sunday. Giants opening drive live Sunday morning at 10 on MSG.
Yesterday on WFAN's Boomer and Carton program presented by Allstate.
Joe Paterno again had another opportunity to do the right thing by the university that's employed him and by the victims here and say, you know what, this is bigger than me. I should step down because it's the right thing to do. I failed these victims when I had a chance to do something about it X amount of years ago. I'm going to do the right thing today. And again yesterday, Joe Paterno showed not an ounce of concern, not an ounce of remorse, not an ounce of anything cooking on the inside when he says publicly, don't worry about me, I'll leave after the bowl game this year.
Whoever wrote that.
Lunacy. You don't have to have any connection to Penn State to understand what the man did was offensively wrong. Now, if it was up to you, would you have let him coach against Nebraska?
Against Nebraska,
yeah,
I would.
You would have.
The rest of the season.
Listen, do me a favor, because I can't continue with this. Call your mom and dad, all right? And tell your mom and dad that you feel bad for Joe Paterno and you think he ought to coach the Nebraska game, and then get back to us after your mom and dad have a talking to you, okay?
My parents agree with me along with a lot of
Well, then your
other
parents are
people.
stupid, too. Sorry. You were raised by animals. Are you stupid?
No, I'm not saying.
Let me help you out.
Going on.
Let me help you out. Go into a different career path because this one's not for you. You're stupid.
Well, I don't know about that, Craig.
Your mom is stupid. Your father is stupid. The whole family is probably stupid. Oh, poor Joe Paterno.
Good idea, Al.
Oh,
I gotta tell you, this is great.
Oh, Joe Paterno's being railroaded here. He brought a pedophile on campus with free access. Carton on Duffan, and of course worldwide on MSG as we broadcast live and local from Mohegan Sun, the Wolf's Den, our annual show from the Sun as they celebrate their 15th year anniversary. You are now listening to the Boomer and Carton radio program. We go all the way to 10 o'clock, and the number to join is always 877-337-6666, toll-free, made possible by Mohegan Sun, and we have a great show for you today. Of course, more of the Penn State nonsense, but not the whole show, because today is a Football Friday, and today we go back down the road we've been down so many times, where the New York Jets, from Woody Johnson to Mike Tannenbaum to Fatso himself, all are now calling us out. The fan base, it's our job to help the Jets beat the Patriots, and yet, despite the fact that we've gone to back-to-back AFC Championship games, we're sitting in first place, all the pundits, all the calmness, it's a must-win game for the Jets. Rex Ryan has to prove something. Prove what? That he's the best coach in football? He's already proven that. Jets, Patriots. It's time to act like men and talk real football today.
Yeah.
Jets, Patriots, and of course the reality for you Giant fans, no Ahmad Bradshaw, no winning. You'll be out to San Francisco, and listen,
here we go
it's on the road.
Come on.
3.5-point dog, no Ahmad Bradshaw. Jacobs doesn't travel well because he's heavy, and it's going to be a very, very tough spot for the New York Giants. So, we got NFL football. I'm pumped up. If you're going to the Jet game, we need you right out of the gate because after a week of very depressing talk, it's time to liven it up a little bit and do a little Jets, Giants. Bill Cowher's going to join us. Randy Cross is going to come by. And Al Duke has a brand new song about Tom Brady. Good morning, Boomer. How are you today, buddy boy?
You know what? I'm doing pretty good, Craigie. And, you talk about must-wins and all that stuff. How about your boy North Turner? He had a must-win last night, and look what happened to him.
Yeah, he lost as a 7-point favorite. And I don't care about North Turner.
Yeah, but
I care about my Jets.
Yeah, I know that. But my point being is that they were saying the same thing last night or the days leading up to last night's game about that coach, and now they're saying the same thing about your coach.
Yeah, but this makes sense.
I think if I were you, I would be upset about that.
I'm very upset, and here's why. Every time you read a column, Mark Sanchez, Rex Ryan, they have to win this game. Obviously, you want to win every game.
Yeah.
Well, let's say they lose to New England, which is certainly a possibility.
You got to run them out of town.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, well, let's fire the coach and bench the quarterback?
Right, exactly.
All these guys have done since they got here is win.
That's right.
They haven't had a losing season in the 2+ years they've been there.
You tell everybody, baby.
They're over 500 now.
Oh, yeah.
That being said, I think New England is ripe for a good old-fashioned beatdown.
You think so, huh?
Now I'm not saying it's going to happen. I clearly will not lock this up. But I think they are ready. I think you've got the Patriots one good Tom Brady 4-interception game away from totally imploding. And something happened again. We didn't get through yesterday because of the Penn State stuff.
Right.
You can tell that in New England, the Belichick era is coming to an end soon.
Oh, come on.
Let me walk you through this.
As long as Tom Brady's standing upright and breathing, he's not going anywhere.
Okay, they've won nothing in God knows how long. But let me explain to you why the Belichick
all they do is win.
No. They don't win. They win during the regular season. They don't win in the postseason.
All right. There's only one team that can win the Super Bowl, Chief.
I understand that. Not New England. Let me walk you through why.
Yeah, why don't you tell us?
The Belichick era is coming to an end. And the Jets can be the team that puts a little nail in the coffin of the Belichick reign.
All right. Okay.
Now, that's right, sir. You clap when I speak.
There's that one Jet fan out there cheering for you.
The rest of them are still drunk sleeping, all right?
All right, go ahead.
Where's Schizzeri? Anyway, here's the deal.
Where is Schizzeri?
He had a long night last night, and you're not going to see him till Monday.
All right,
that's my prediction.
All right, okay, good.
So here's the deal. If I said to you any year other than this year, right?
Right.
That a Bill Belichick team would have off-the-field issues and nonsense, you would say, not under Bill Belichick.
It's not happening.
Everyone buys into the Belichick,
the Patriot way.
Jones, right?
The Patriot way.
Well, then you may have missed this story. Yesterday in the paper, there's a great story that your boy Wes Welker, who's clearly next to Brady, the most important guy on that offense, right?
Right.
Wes Welker had a little party. Booms.
Oh, there we go.
I believe it was the Wes Welker birthday party, and he organized the party, and he threw the party, all right?
It's kind of like the Braylon Edwards birthday party.
Much different than the Braylon Edwards birthday party.
Okay.
Braylon Edwards was making it rain.
Right.
Not Wes Welker.
What were these guys doing?
Wes Welker insisted.
A little Bible study? What was it?
No Bible study, which was fine.
It's fine.
I mean, that to me would be like a Belichick kind of thing. Hey, let's get together and talk about God.
Right.
Because God loves us.
Right.
Now, not me so much, but everyone else, yes.
Okay,
right?
Yeah.
So your boy Wes Welker had a party, and he hired a company to come, bartenders, waiters, waitresses, and whatnot, right?
Okay.
There was one requirement of the employees that came to work the Wes Welker party.
Topless.
Not topless, which again, I would have enjoyed that.
Yeah, you're all down with that, right?
Even, if you want to have one of those Tony Romo bachelor parties where it's all dudes in the forest.
Right.
All right?
Okay.
If that's the way you like it, that's the way you like it. I don't
There's
care.
something wrong with that, though.
Here's what Wes Welker did.
What's wrong with that?
You ready for what Wes Welker did?
All right, go ahead.
Wes Welker insisted that every employee be a dwarf. You understand? Little people only. If you were a regular-sized person, you weren't allowed to work the party. Now, this has become a big scandal up there in New England because Wes Welker, they think, was mocking the little people. Meanwhile, he's just employing them.
Yeah, he just wanted to be the tallest guy at the party. Right,
because he ain't that big himself.
No,
he's like 5'7" or something like that. So you can see that the wheels are falling.
Oh, because he hired a company of dwarfs.
Right.
To come in and work a party.
That would never happen under Belichick's regime.
Belichick is cracking.
Right.
Yeah.
Because they're tired of hearing the same old with him.
Right.
And they're ripe for a beatdown. And no better team than the Jets to beat them down to their third consecutive loss. And I would bring out, if I was the Jets, I would bring out dozens of little people.
Before the game.
Before the game.
In little jet outfits.
And I would stand them on the field.
In little jet
outfits.
Right.
Onesies and stuff.
Right.
Things like that.
Yeah.
And while we're singing the national anthem, I would have them facing the Patriot bench, at attention.
Right.
Saying, come get some.
Right, okay.
You understand?
I think that's a good idea.
That's what I would do anyway. All right? Now, Spike has that show, Pint-Sized Brawlers. They can also kick some ass, these little people.
I know that.
Some of them, not all.
Some of them, yeah.
So if you're a Jets fan, we're watching right now.
That is signifying that the Belichick era is coming apart.
Boom, it's all falling apart. From Welker last year talking about the foot fetish and being benched for the first series, right?
Right. What about Edelman?
Edelman with the allegedly groping a gal at a Halloween party.
Right.
Hainsworth gets released. He's brought in a lot of bad dudes. personality-wise lately, right?
Oh, you're looking at
Very
it.
few of them have ever worked out. So I think right now you've got them where you want them. They've lost, they're panicked in New England. You can feel it.
Well, 4 weeks ago when these two teams met, right, the New York Jets had just lost their 2 previous games.
Correct, sir.
To the Raiders and to the Ravens. And last week with the Patriots losing to the Giants, you would think that you would have them right where you want them. It's completely a 180 from where it was a month ago.
Yeah, I'm with you. I think that's exactly. I love it. I can't wait.
I don't think the dwarf party has anything to do with it.
The dwarf party is just another example of how the emperor has new clothes, but ain't no one wanting. Right? It's like, that's
Right.
Coach just talking again.
Right.
All right, let's get the dwarves.
Let's go have a dwarf party.
Right, exactly right. So
I don't look at it that way.
My message to the Jets, in addition to the new defensive slogan they have, lay him down, smack him, yak him,
right.
which is what the Jets are going to do to the Patriots, hopefully.
Right.
Dwarves. That's my answer.
That's your answer.
You give every dwarf in the tri-state area
a free
ticket to the game, and you either sit them right behind the Patriot bench or right on the field for the pregame ceremonies. That's what, in Jet outfits.
Right.
Like a little Mark Sanchez, like a little Dustin Keller, that type of thing. you know what I'm saying? Like a mini, look, mini Nick Folk, something like that. Be great. All right, listen, 877-337-6666. Of course, on the flip side of that, the Giants, hottest team in football, going out to San Francisco to play the 7-1 Niners, and no Ahmad Bradshaw. That's not good.
No, that's not good.
That's not good.
No, that's not good.
No, anything else you want to add to
No,
that?
I don't. I have nothing else to add.
You feel pretty good about yourself?
Your thought process this morning, I had no idea that you were going to go down that road.
Neither did I until I happened to see the article about it, and we didn't get to it yesterday.
Right.
And it had not the Penn State stuff been, Primo News.
Yes.
I was going to get to it yesterday, but you can't interrupt, talks of, child molestation, stuff like that.
True.
With dwarves.
No, you can't.
It's not. That doesn't jive.
No, it doesn't jive.
Then people, you're insensitive.
Right.
You don't want to be thought of in that regard.
No.
We'll get to the Penn State stuff today as well. And you heard Jerry's update. So that redheaded dude, McCreary, who he was only 6'4", 250.
He's getting death threats.
Couldn't go after a 59-year-old man who's sodomizing a boy.
Right.
Now he's getting death threats, which is good. I'm glad he's getting those threats.
No, you're not.
Yeah, 100%. Make him a little nervous.
Hey, listen, you can't
make
advocate.
Make him worry when he leaves the house.
I understand that. I know that, but you can't advocate.
I advocated. I'm sorry I advocate, but I do.
Can't do
Make him feel a little uneasy when he leaves his house every morning. Like these poor victims have felt every day of their lives since they were sodomized.
I understand that. The victims are first and foremost.
I'm not saying anyone should do anything, but make him feel a little nervous and have to look over his shoulder every time he leaves his apartment and gets to his car, when he goes to the market. Make that guy a little uneasy.
You don't think that?
I love it.
You think that guy just kind of goes to work with a clear mind? You think that guy walks around?
He walked out of a room where a kid was being raped with a clear mind.
I understand that.
Right?
But
go to the supermarket. Bang.
It's a hard argument to have with you. I understand that because you're so passionate about it. We all are.
Right.
And when you make those statements like that, I want my pound of flesh too. I get all that.
I'm not saying anyone should do anything. I'm saying make him uneasy. I personally have no issue with him being uneasy.
Right.
Maybe not the right way, the kosher way, but he's uneasy.
Let me ask you a question.
All right.
How do you think his... And I know you're going to say, I don't care. It doesn't matter.
I'll answer the question
But what
anyway.
do you think his life has been like over the last 7 days?
I don't care, but I'll answer that. I will answer the question. It's a fair query.
Right.
You've asked me a fair question.
Okay.
And I think your question does deserve an answer.
Okay.
All right? My feeling about this McCreary guy, who I've never met and only know about him from what I've read about him.
Right.
My gut feeling is that he is the stereotypical jock frat boy who thinks less of everyone around him.
No, that's not true.
And grew up in that manner.
All right, come on.
That's my gut. So
but it's such a stereotype.
If I saw him feeling melons, let's say in the fruit section of a supermarket, I might walk up behind him and go, boo!
Right.
That type of thing.
Okay.
He needs to feel uneasy. Now, you can certainly say you don't condone the threats. I respect that. I'm not saying anyone should do anything to him. Knock on wood, he'll go to jail one day or someone will punish him criminally, right?
Right.
But I have not a single ounce of my soul feels bad whatsoever that this guy is now dealing with threats.
I get that, but you can't advocate that. You can't be pushing stuff like that. We are.
I'm not suggesting people do it. I'm just not upset that it happened.
I know. I'd like to say that we are a civil society, and we'd like to take these things the professional way and handle it that way.
Right.
But you can't be advocating, this craziness.
Let me be clear. I'm not
So we
suggesting
understand what
you
the problem
go
is.
do it.
So-
I'm just saying I'm not upset that it's happening.
So the governor of Pennsylvania understands that they have a major problem there. He's the one that actually started the grand jury investigation 3 years ago.
Right, sir.
So they have actually been trying to take care of this stuff, and they're on their way to redemption.
I hope so.
And I would say recommitment and reaffirmation as to what Penn State means. But they got to get through this stuff slowly. They can't, they made already one swift and decisive decision.
Which was right.
The next level of decisions will continue to happen. And I guarantee you that there's a labor lawyer that is in those meetings with the Board of Trustees.
I'm sure there's multiple lawyers.
Right,
yeah.
and they're probably advising them, this is the way we got to go.
Right.
We have to make sure that, while we are emotional about this, we also have to make sure that we're professional about this and know exactly what our rights are, the victims' rights are, and everybody else in this case, and not jump to conclusions immediately.
Well, we got lots to do today. Jet fans, Giant fans, let's get back at it.
Man, I'm worn out already.
The McCreary stuff, you can certainly comment on that as well. Number to join me and Booms, 877-337-6666. We are live from the Wolves' Den. Not a bad-looking crowd. A couple people, that I would kick out just based on looks, but overall, a pretty good-looking crowd. And the most amazing generation of Land Rover vehicles are at your local Tri-Stereo Land Rover Center. The 11 lineup includes the 7-passenger LR4, the Range Rover Sport, and the Range Rover. Land Rover's always been known for such savings.
Tonight on MSG, who says hurricane season is over? The Rangers say so. Rangers Canes tonight on MSG.
On The Next Beginnings, when he was growing up, Brian Boyle was always the biggest fan of the Boston Bruins.
Watch the Bruins just say, score!
Beginnings, an all-new original series presented by Melrose Credit Union. Saturday on MSG.
Small businesses are the lifeblood of our communities.
On November 26th, you can make a huge impact by shopping small on Small Business Saturday.
One purchase.
One purchase is all it takes.
So pick your favorite local business.
And join the movement. I pledge to shop small at Big Top Candy Shop.
Allen's Boots.
At Juno Baby Store.
Make the pledge to shop small.
Please.
Shop small on Small Business Saturday.
For a sophomore year, co-signed a credit card, buy books, not beer. But the second that she shut the door, girls started blowing up their credit score. She bought a pizza party for the whole dorm floor, £100 of makeup at the makeup store, and a ticket down to spring break in Mexico. But her folks didn't know, cause her folks didn't go to freecreditscore.com. Hard times for daddy and mom.
Offer applies with enrollment at freecreditscore.com.
Their style defined who we are. Every time they took the court, every time they donned the orange and blue, they represented everything it meant to be from this city. Playing with heart, with grit, with swagger, they played the game their way, the hard way, and we loved every second of it. MSG Networks presents a new 20-part series, 1994, March to the Finals, Sunday on MSG.
I'm not sure that's the way we should go. Christina? Christina, do you have anything to...
Drop call. Make time for a sausage McMuffin with egg sandwich. Now get 2 for just $3.
Emily's just starting out and on a budget. Like a ramen noodle every night budget. She thought Allstate car insurance was out of her reach until she heard about the value plan. Dollar per dollar, nobody protects you like Allstate.
The all-new Range Rover Evoque.
The college
college basketball spotlight returns to New York City as 4 of the nation's top teams tip off the season at Madison Square Garden in the 2K Sports Classic benefiting Coaches versus Cancer. Coach Steve Lavin and St. John's will look to build on last year's success as they square off against Arizona, Texas A&M, and Mississippi State in this premier season opening event. Tickets start at just $10 and are available through Ticketmaster.com and at the Garden box office. Follow all the tournament action at CoachesVersusCancer.com.
What's that great old saying about strangers? They're just friends you haven't met yet. Among life's millions of moments, some of the very best are made by Mohegan Sun. When it's your time to shine, come see us.
Small businesses are the lifeblood of our communities.
On November 26th, you can make a huge impact by shopping small on Small Business Saturday.
One purchase. One purchase is all it takes.
So pick your favorite local business
and join the movement. I pledge to shop small at Big Top Candy Shop.
Allen's Boots.
At Juno Baby Store.
Make the pledge to shop small.
Please.
Shop small on Small Business Saturday.
I joined the Navy when I was 19.
I was a commissioned officer at 23.
I was in avionics.
Tactical telecommunications.
Squad leader. I think the hardest transition as you get further in the military is you know it's going to end one day.
Chase hired me to be a personal banker.
I'm business analyst.
Manager.
I'm very proud to work for Chase.
When you hire a veteran, you get
great leadership,
decisiveness, focus.
Chase knows when you hire a veteran, you're hiring America's best.
Chase is proud to help 100,000 veterans find jobs at home.
Introducing the 60 Seconds of Mayhem Sweepstakes. You could win a new car and kick a field goal at the Allstate BCS National Championship for a boat, motorcycle, RV, and a home makeover. January 9th is gonna be mayhem. Will you be there? Enter at allstatecfb.com.
Okay, I got some tasty choices. Fruit and maple oatmeal, an egg McMuffin, and they're each 300 calories or less.
Good job.
The simple joy of a delicious breakfast.
This is Carl Banks, one of the best linebackers to ever wear a Giants uniform. So one of the best, period. And there isn't anything he doesn't know about Giants football. Their plays, their tactics, their mindset. And he's ready to get us ready. Ready to... Wait, Carl! Save it for Sunday. Giants opening drive live Sunday morning at 10 on MSG.
This is where New York shines. This is where New York puts on a show. This is where New York plays. MSG Network. New York plays here.
Rangers Canes tonight on MSG.
Activity off on the shoulder near Junction Boulevard, but boy, does that slow you down. Deacon southbound, good news. They've got that accident off the road at 230th Street. All lanes have been reopened. Gowanus BQE northbound between Cabin Plaza and the Brooklyn Bridge. All lanes cleared from earlier construction. Fifth Avenue, of course, going to be closed for the Veterans Day Parade from 11 to 3, and expect that in between 23rd and 56th. Lots of side streets closed, too. 5-minute delays at the Hudson River crossings. 45-mile-an-hour speed restrictions at the Tappan Zee. The WFAM forecast, sunny, windy. Going to see 52 today, 44 and clear. I'm Tracy Burgess with the Fan Highway Patrol.
It's the morning show with Boomer Esiason and Craig Carton.
All right, Boomer and Carton on the Fan, live from Mohegan Sun. We'll get to Coach Carroll later this morning. We'll talk to Randy Cross later this morning. NFL picks and a brand new song from Al Dukes. And we'll get to your calls in a second as well. 877-337-6666. Of course, the latest on the Penn State stuff. Certainly welcome to talk about that. But Jets football and the owner, my guy, Woody Johnson, has owned the team for, 11 years now.
All right.
He wants to create, and these are his words, not mine, a big green monster. Someone should tell him that already exists. It's called Fenway.
Shrek. It's called Shrek.
Well, it's also Shrek.
Yeah.
Right? But his point is twofold.
He wants his fan base to become a monster at home.
Well, he also hasn't sold every ticket. A, buy tickets.
Yeah, but he wants his fan base at home to be...
B, as soon as you walk in there, make it unbearable for Tom Brady.
Well, why wouldn't you?
But they keep talking about this game as the biggest game of Rex Ryan's career. He was in 2 AFC championship games.
Right, I know.
Now, you don't want to lose 2 games to the Patriots in 1 year, and it's a huge game because if the Jets win, they're in first place no matter what the Buffalo Bills do because they already beat Buffalo.
Yep.
But, I mean, we get it.
But, you know...
How about this? We can be as loud as we want to be on Sunday night. Yeah, for sure. It don't matter. Mark Sanchez and the Jets have to play well. We can't win a game for them. That's on them.
Talking.
That's my job.
Talking.
I mean, I get paid to talk.
Yeah, I know that.
And I
not by the
my
word.
contract by the word.
No, not by the word.
I'm trying to get that new Chevy.
I will tell you this. Go to Pine Belt.
I am, but I'm still trying to get a better deal.
Right, okay.
Less money out of my pocket.
Right.
Jerry Rello's here with an update. Jerry, what do you got, buddy?
We're brought to you by Buffalo Wild Wings. Wings, beer, sports, all the essentials at Buffalo Wild Wings. And the interim head coach at Penn State is Tom Bradley. Met the media Thursday. Said he had mixed emotions taking over for Joe Paterno.
Coach Paterno has meant more to me than anybody except my father. And I don't want to get emotional.
But he kind of did. Bradley also spoke about the alleged victims in all this.
I grieve for the victims. I grieve for the families. Deeply saddened by that.
And he's been around for 33 years, so he was asked what he knew about Jerry Sandusky, and he answered the way you thought he would.
Due to the ongoing investigation, I'm not going to say anything about that matter.
Assistant Mike McCreary will not coach in the game against Nebraska tomorrow. School concerned for his safety after receiving, a bunch of threats. Virginia Tech beat Georgia Tech 37-26. Houston over Tulane 73-17. Thursday Night Football, Raiders down the Chargers.
And Bush fighting for extra yards. Did he get in? He did. Touchdown, Raiders.
And gave Oakland an early 7-3 lead. Iron Eagle on the Fan.
Touchdown, Raiders. You seem very happy about it.
No, it was very impartial.
Raiders.
It's a very good call.
That's a touchdown, Raiders.
Michael Bush wanted the ball, wanted it at halftime, and he got the ball.
I came in at halftime. I know Coach told me, you're going to give me the ball 15 more times. So I told him, just feed the stud.
Well, they fed the stud.
Feed the stud.
Feed the stud.
Feed the stud.
I'm going to use that.
That's what we do here every day.
I'm going to use that line when we get breakfast next week. Hey, Max, feed the stud.
Right.
30 carries, 157 yards for the stud. Carson Palmer, 299 through the air, 2 touchdowns. San Diego has lost 4 straight. Jets, Patriots Sunday night. Rex Ryan says, here we go.
To be the champ, you got to beat the champ, and they're sitting right in front of us.
Jets, Pats, Bills, all 5-3.
The Patriots aren't the champ. When were they? Who installed them
they're
as the
defending
champ?
division champ.
I'll give you that. All right.
Rex knows to beat the Pats, they're going to have to control Wes Welker.
You got Welker, who's, this age is Wayne Corbett and then some, maybe.
Bill Belichick.
That's nice. They used a jet.
Right.
Like a small jet.
Right.
I mean, Wes Welker's put up. No, he has more receptions than Lynn Swann.
Right.
Already in his career.
Yeah, I know that.
He's not. But I like how you see what Rex did there.
It only took him 3 years to get there.
Right. And you see what Rex did there.
I see what he did there.
Maybe he's like a Wayne Corbett. We had Wes Welker before there was a Wes Welker.
You think
I like that.
You think Wayne Corbett went to Wes Welker's party?
As an employee?
Yes.
It's possible.
How about Iron Eagle?
Certainly, Iron Eagle, I think, if he wasn't doing the game last night, would have been there as the MC.
How about Chernoff?
No, definitely not.
Okay.
Bill Belichick so fired up for the game.
We'll have to do a good job of not only playing well, but keeping our poise and staying focused in that environment.
Thrilling man.
It's all falling apart for him. I love
Okay.
it. That guy can't lose more games. I mean, lose.
But this is a friend of yours.
Not anymore. We're not
been.
friends anymore. We used to be good friends.
Right.
And then when he got all bougie and successful,
right.
Look at, he's one of these guys, when he was arguably the worst coach in the history of the league in Cleveland.
Yeah.
Right? Oh, Craigie, families get together, the whole bit. Oh,
yeah,
bocce ball, right?
Bocce ball.
We played bocce ball, that's right. All of a sudden, the guy wins a few Super Bowls, you know, and he's regarded as the best living coach on the planet. Craig who?
Right.
He's one of those guys. I never forget my friends. If I ever become successful, I will never forget you, Boomer.
Thank you.
You will always be a part of my life.
That is great. Fantastic.
Unless I win the lottery. Then you're done.
Then you're done.
That's right.
I thought you said we were going away.
No, I'm going to give you $100K for life, but that's sort of that's
lovely.
so I talk to you when I want to talk to you. You
We're
understand?
going to do a radio show from Seychelles.
Whatever it is. That's right. Can you move this up?
Or maybe into Bora Bora.
There you go.
Don't touch my mic.
I'm just saying, it was down by your chin. Can't hear you.
Wow. Prior to the Jets and Pats, the Giants faced the 49ers Sunday. Tom Coughlin a little concerned about Frank Gore.
Gore's had 5 straight games with 100 yards. He's an exceptional rusher.
Here's Eli
Well,
Manning.
here's the bigger problem for the Giants is that the Niner run defense is badass.
Yeah, 73 yards a game.
Now you're going to have to throw the ball 40-plus times.
And your quarterback's playing about as well as anybody in the league, with the exception of Aaron Rodgers. So why not go do it?
That's exactly right.
Go out there and do it.
Exactly. But that's the rub here, is that they're going to throw the ball 40-plus times
Actually,
to be
it
Frisco.
kind of plays right into their plans. No?
I don't know that it does. Because Hakeem Nicks, I know he thinks he's going to play.
Yeah.
Hakeem Nicks is banged up. Right? Right or wrong?
Right.
I mean, listen, Ballard
Victor
made a
Cruz.
great catch against New England. Don't tell me Victor Cruz.
Yes, why not?
Victor Cruz.
Yeah, well, how many times did you throw the ball to Victor Cruz?
10.
How many times are the Jets going to throw the ball to Jeremy Curley?
Twice.
Okay.
But I'm not counting on Curley beating New England. You're telling me that your success against the Niners is on Victor Cruz?
Well, they just beat the Patriots.
How about Mario Manningham?
He bobbles everything.
How about Jacobs?
How about Jake Ballard?
Yeah, what about that?
How'd that go last week?
Why you just keep shooting everybody down?
I'm just saying, at some point, you are going to lose a game.
Man, you are a doctor of the miserable.
I couldn't be in a better mood.
I can tell.
Day camp, baby.
Yeah, baby.
Here's Eli on why the team is 6-2.
Confidence in what our schemes are and where I'm supposed to go with the ball, and guys are doing a good job getting open and protecting and running and just playing smart football.
Jim Harbaugh on what he sees in this Giant team.
Just a really, really good team in the lines. Very good elite quarterback.
An elite quarterback?
That seems to be the mantra this year.
You know what?
Elite.
Let me just tell you something there. There's a little message there. That's Jim Harbaugh taking a shot at Eli Manning.
You think so?
Oh, I know so.
All right.
Absolutely, 100%.
What else you got, Jerry?
NBA and its players met for another 12 hours Thursday. League made another offer to which the union will present to its team reps over the weekend. David Stern says the time is now.
There comes a time when you have to be through negotiating, and we are.
And here's Derek Fisher.
At this time, it's not enough to, necessarily entice us to try and finish this out tonight.
Now, did you guys see where they had it in the newspaper that your boy Isaiah Thomas is trying to oust Billy Hunter?
Yeah,
now?
Isaiah Thomas wants to be the new head of the NBA Players Association. You got to give that guy credit. I mean, he has no shame at all on that one.
I'm telling you.
Right?
He's got his hands in everything.
That is a conscience that has no thought of what happened 5 minutes before.
Right.
He just goes through life as if it don't matter what's behind him. Right? It's all about him and what's next for me.
It's just, you know what it is? I just think it's another opportunity for New York writers to take a shot at him.
For sure.
That's the way I look at it.
Peter Vesey had that story today.
Right.
Stern did say if they agree to this by Monday or Tuesday, they could probably get a 72-game season in starting mid-December. Albert Pujols to meet with the Marlins over the weekend, and still no son. This is awful. Still no son of Wilson Ramos, the Nationals catcher, who was abducted in Venezuela.
Yeah, but
They found a car, though.
I know, but this thing goes on in Venezuela all the time. You know, if you are a wealthy person that lives in Venezuela and you're driving through a nice area, if there is one, and there's a stoplight there, and these people drive through stoplights because they don't want to stop, they don't want to get carjacked, and they don't want to get kidnapped.
Right.
That kind of stuff goes on all the time. I'm not trying to minimize it, but it's not the only story out of Venezuela with something like this.
You have to wonder if you're wealthy and a celebrity, why you'd go back there ever.
Family.
You're a risk. Well, you move your family here. You're a professional athlete. You guys make a lot of money.
How's that Hugo Chavez doing now?
What else, Jerry?
Islanders lost to the Avalanche 4-3 after having a 3-0 lead. Rangers Hurricanes tonight. The Devils home for the Capitals, and Tiger Woods another good day. He's
Who's
Tiger Woods.
Who's winning the Australian Open right now, Jerry?
Tiger Woods.
That's what I'm talking about.
You know who's going to the Hall of Fame? Phil Mickelson.
There you go.
So's Tiger Woods.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Phil beat him.
Phil beat him in.
He's younger.
So that's not my problem.
All right, very good. Hey, here's Colin in Little Falls on the fan. Colin, good morning. How you doing today, buddy?
Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
La la la. What's up there, Colin?
How are you, buddy?
Well, dude, it's like this. A worm is a worm, and Bill Belichick is a worm. Tom Brady's a crybaby tooth fairy, and Wes Welker is a breastfeeding leprechaun. I'm so sick of the Patriots, and I'm so sick of not having home field advantage in the playoffs. This is
we didn't need it against New England last year, but here's the dealio. It's home field advantage Sunday night for sure, right?
Right.
And we have a chance now to put our foot on the throats of the New England Patriots and start the process of putting them out of their misery.
Right.
Now, they're not going to be done if the Jets win, obviously. Still a lot of football left, and they get paid too.
Yes, they do.
But the reality is this. This is a great opportunity for the Jets to announce to the world, we are the supreme team in the AFC East.
Yeah.
The road to the playoffs goes through us.
How many times do I have to tell you?
What?
One game at a time.
I know. Well, that's Sunday night.
Right.
I'm so pumped.
One game at a time.
I know, but I'm very excited for it.
All right, good.
I'm pumped because it's New England. It's for first place. We're favored by a point and a half.
Which really means you're underdogs.
It sets up. It's great.
Which really means you're underdogs.
We're not underdogs. Thank you, Colin, for the call, buddy. 877-337.
Don't most home teams get 3 points when teams are even?
It doesn't mean you're an underdog, Boom.
What does that mean then?
You're going on this fugazi old-school gambling rule that the home team gets 3 points.
All right.
That's an invented cockamamie idea.
That's never happened before.
No, there's a lot of people that believe that. But you're either favored or you're not favored.
Are there more people
if you're
that
favored, you're not an underdog.
Are there more people that believe it, or that more people don't believe it?
I would say that more people believe the home team gets 3 in a gambling spread than don't believe it. Yes.
Okay.
But if I'm favored by a point and a half,
So I'm
going to
go with more people. So if more people think that you get 3 points at home,
right,
and then you're only favored by 1,
right,
therefore you're underdog by 2.
No. Am I getting 2 or am I giving 2? I'm giving, in this case, 1.5.
Right.
So
that means you're an underdog.
If I win the game by 1,
right,
in your world, I should collect from the bookie. So that's what I'll do. I'll call my guy up, and I'll say, listen, Jets won 21-20. I want my money. And what's he going to say to me? What do you think that guy's going to say to me?
I don't know.
He's going to say, you pay me by Wednesday.
Right, exactly.
Right? Because the Jets are favored.
But my point being is that if both teams were even and they were playing in MetLife Stadium, then the Jets should be favored by 3.
I mean, if that floats your boat. I think you should bring this up on the NFL Today on Sunday.
But isn't that
Shannon,
hey, isn't that what most people think?
No.
You just said that is.
Yes, but that doesn't equate to, now we're really underdog.
What are you talking about?
Because we're not underdogs.
You don't know what you're talking about.
You understand? By the way, just a little gambling tip.
Yeah.
If you like the Jets, don't lay the 1.5. Just bet the money line. Because God forbid they win by 1.
Now, what's the money line?
Huh?
What's the money line?
I can't do that today.
All right.
I mean, I can only teach you this so many times, Boom. It's been 4.5 years. If you don't understand the money line at this point, you're never going to get it.
Maybe there's listeners out there that don't understand.
Well, if they don't understand it by now, they ain't going to get it either.
You want to do a public service announcement to let people put their college education fund on the money line? You should tell them what it is.
I'm going to go to high schools throughout the Tri-State area and teach the children's, because it's all about the children.
Right.
And I'm going to teach them about the money line.
No, I don't think.
I think every high school in America, by the way, should have a course just called Life. Like how to balance a checkbook, how to do life things, you know what I mean?
Right.
How to round up.
How
to figure taxes out. How to gamble.
Good luck with that one.
How to please a woman. All the things that are important to men.
Right.
And it's called Life. And I think it'd be the most popular class in every high school in America.
And if they had one for women?
Well, I mean, you can't.
I mean, it sounds like you're only talking about it from a man's standpoint.
But the women's class is such a quick class.
Why?
Cook, clean, make me happy.
Right, okay.
And I respect women more than anyone.
Right, I know you do.
What's for dinner?
Right.
It better be on the table at 5.
Right.
Because I like to eat early.
Got to have early.
It better be hot, too.
Right, yeah, got to be hot.
I don't want to say, crock pot my ass. It better be hot and on a plate. Right?
Right.
And no mishmash.
That's good.
Peas there, potatoes there,
You don't want it all mixed up. You want it separate. You want it hot. You want it on the table at 5.
And if I hear a microwave going, you're fired.
Right, exactly.
Right?
You want real cooking.
A drink ready to go, because when I come home, a man's worked a hard day.
Right.
He deserves a drink.
Yes.
And a zip lip. Don't ask me how my day was. I'm not ready to talk yet.
Right. You didn't need a little while to wind down.
It's a 20-minute class for the women.
Right.
Us men, we need class like every day.
Is that called home ec?
No. It's called Life.
Life.
Right.
Right.
Please me, feed me, give me a drink.
Right. Take care of me.
Zip your lip and look at your plate.
And put the jersey on.
And when I'm ready to go, put on a Mark Sanchez jersey.
Right.
And do what you got to do.
And let's roll.
I want to see your touchdown dance.
Right.
You understand what
exactly.
I'm saying?
I hear you.
That's right.
Okay.
877-337.
That's going to go over well.
Well, I mean, as you hear from the 3 people applauding.
Right.
I think.
I don't see any women applauding.
Well, because they know they're not allowed to applaud unless we give them permission.
Oh, yeah.
You can clap now, ladies. Go right ahead. And by the way, let me acknowledge that today is also Veterans Day.
Yes.
I know I saw a gentleman to my right who's a veteran. And we love you guys, and thank you for your service, regardless of what
Absolutely. Now,
what
I got to
military
tell you,
body you're in.
I got to tell you this. Now, last night, you guys wanted me to go down. I did not want to gamble last night. As you can tell, I'm still dealing with the effects of the cold. But they had Vietnam in HD on
I was
History
watching
Channel last
that,
night.
dude.
How
yeah.
awesome was that last night?
Yeah, Vietnam in HD.
Right.
Yeah.
I got caught up
and
in that.
they have like color too.
Right. Yeah.
Craziness.
What
I saw it happen in '64.
Right.
Before we went to dinner.
Right.
They were only up to 1964.
Then you came back and they had the escalation and everything.
I came back and I was going to watch Bad Teacher.
Right.
But I fell asleep.
Okay.
So
there you go.
I watched nothing. The New York City Marathon might have taken place last week.
Boomer and Carton is brought to you in part by WeatherTech. Don't wait until it's too late. For complete protection of your vehicle's interior, shop WeatherTech.com.
Small businesses are the lifeblood of our communities.
On November 26th, you can make a huge impact by shopping small on Small Business Saturday.
One purchase is all it takes.
So pick your favorite local business
and join the movement. I pledge to shop small at Big Top Candy Shop,
Allen's Boots,
at Juno Baby Store.
Make the pledge to shop small.
Please.
Shop small on Small Business Saturday.
When the history of this season is written, it'll be written in the mud, sweat, and tears of the combatants and on the carpet of your vehicle. Unless you have WeatherTech floor liners. WeatherTech liners are laser measured to custom fit and protect your specific make and model. Dirt and spills stay in the liner until you wash them away. Order your WeatherTech floor liners at WeatherTech.com or call 1-800-CarMats. Don't wait. Order your WeatherTech protection today. Complete protection, completely American made at WeatherTech.com.
15 years, 3 casinos, 75 shops, restaurants, and bars, 1,200 hotel rooms, a 10,000-seat arena, a world-class golf course and spa, and millions of shining moments. Celebrate with events, stars, and deals just for New Yorkers, only at Mohegan Sun's New York Week, November 10th through the 13th.
I joined the Navy when I was 19. I spent 4 years in the military, and I served a tour in Iraq. All the skills I learned in the military are very transferable into the corporate and real world. Chase hired me to be a personal banker. The 100,000 Jobs mission has definitely helped me get my foot in the door. Chase is giving opportunities to vets who don't think that there's any opportunity out there. Chase and these other companies are getting a great deal when they hire veterans.
I'm a ref being chased out of town after the worst game of my career. You forget one down, and the whole stadium turns on you. And if you have cut rate insurance, it may not pay for all this. So get Allstate. You can save money and be better protected from mayhem, like me.
Shop less, get more. Make one call to an Allstate agent.
On the next beginnings, he was always the biggest kid on the ice.
I had to keep my eye on him because he was so big.
But even before Brian Boyle ever picked up a hockey stick, he was the biggest fan of the Boston Bruins.
When he was 18 months old, he'd sit and watch the tape of the Bruins and just say, "Score!"
See how it all started for Brian Boyle on The Next Beginnings, an all-new original series presented by Melrose Credit Union, Saturday on MSG.
This Dodge event will blow your stockings off. Featuring a stellar new lineup with best-in-class power. All new refined interiors. And 31 Highway MPG. Get the year's best deals at the Dodge Big Finish event. During the Big Finish event, lease the 2012 Journey SXT for $269 a month for well-qualified lessees.
Sick. You can put like a force field on him and like be invisible for like a minute.
I call first player.
No,
well, I already called.
Nobody's playing anything until after we get our homework done. Thank you.
Hello? Test drive's not over yet.
It's practically yours.
Hello?
But we still need your signature. Volkswagen Sign Then Drive is back, and it's never been easier to get the all-new Passat. That's the power of German engineering. Get 0 first month's payment, 0 down, 0 security deposit, and 0 do-it signing on any new Volkswagen. Visit VWDealer.com.
If this were happening to your hand, would you ignore it? Many people with Dupuytren's contracture do. Prescription Xiaflex is the only FDA-approved non-surgical option proven to treat adults with Dupuytren's contracture when a cord can be felt. This cord is a thickening in the palm that causes your fingers to bend so you can't straighten them. Xiaflex is a medicine injected directly into the cord by a trained hand specialist. You'll return to your doctor for an examination and possible finger extension. Xiaflex can cause serious side effects, damage to a tendon or ligament, nerve or other hand injury, or allergic reaction. Call your doctor right away if you have trouble bending your injected finger after the swelling goes down, pain, tingling, numbness, or problems using your treated hand, or if you get hives, swollen face, breathing trouble, or chest pain. It's important to tell your doctor about a prior allergic reaction to Xiaflex or if you have a bleeding problem or use a blood thinner. Common side effects include hand swelling, bruising, injection site reaction or bleeding, and pain. To take advantage of our copay program or to find a Xiaflex-trained doctor near you, call now or visit us online.
When it's your meal ticket, when it's your statement, protect it with Prestone. Engineering lasting relationships between cars and owners since 1927. When you own it, Prestone it.
The problem with children is that they all grow up. Of course, there's always an exception.
Whatever goes on out there, we're going to have fun in here.
The Dan Patrick Show, today from 10 to 1 on MSG+.
This is where New York shines. This is where New York puts on a show. This is where New York plays. MSG Network. New York plays here.
All the way back to the Van Wyck. Alternate side of the street parking rules, they are suspended today for Veterans Day. The meter rules apply, of course. And Fifth Avenue for the parade going to be closed in between 23rd and 56th from 11 until 3. A lot of the side streets, too, so not a good day to be driving around town. 59th Street Bridge inbound, slow on the lower level. Upstairs is the way to go. Less than 5-minute delays at the Holland, Lincoln, and GWB. Throgs Neck Bridge, Queensbound, construction closing that center lane. And Tappan Zee Bridge, speed limit at 45. That's because of the wind, the WFAN forecast. Lots of sunshine, but big gusts today. High temperature going up to 52 degrees. 44. Clear skies. I'm Tracy Burgess with the Fan Highway Patrol.
You're listening to Boomer Esiason and Craig Carton.
All right, Boomer and Carton on the Fan, live from the Wolf's Den and Mohegan Sun. Great to have everybody out here. Time for your poll question. We'll get right to your calls. Poll question of the day: will the Jets emerge from Foxborough this tonight with a win? A, yes. Rex's gang are ready for the reeling Patriots. No. Belichick and Brady will figure out how to get a win and avoid a 3-game losing streak. And your attention grabber of the day from Rock Island, Illinois, is a young gal named Shannon.
She's a hot box of rocks.
Perhaps she is. Now, Al Dukes, since you had a couple drinks last night, let's say you saw Shannon at the bar at Bobby Flay's Bar American here at Mohegan Sun. What might you have said to her last night?
I'd probably go up to her with a piece of lobster or something for her, and I'd go like this. Hello.
Yeah, that might have gotten it done.
Yeah, a piece of lobster. Yeah, that'd be
Poll
nice.
questions made possible by Adorama, the official electronics retailer of the New York Giants. Here's Danny and Seaford on the Fan. Danny, good morning. How you doing, babe? All right, let's go to Sean in Queens. Sean, good morning. How are you?
Hello.
La, 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 la.
What's happening, Shawnee?
Well, first I want to start off by saying, Boomer, you are a scholar and a gentleman. And now I want to get to Craigie. I got a bone to pick with you. Actually, I got a couple of bones to pick with you. First of all, this whole Mets fans for Yankees thing, the church doors are open. The Mets anytime the Mets are out of it, this is when the church doors open. Now, Craigie, you're turning into a full-fledged Yankee fan.
Only from Labor Day on, sir.
Well, no. The season was well over, and there was an announcement that CeCe signs with the Yankees without touching free agency. And what do? Bells and whistles and yay, let's go Yankees. You're a full-fledged Yankee fan, Craigie.
It's called being a New Yorker, sir. I want what's best for the Big Apple. You understand me?
Now you change it to the New York.
Listen, I don't even want to talk about the baseball, but let me explain to you for the last time since it hasn't gone through your thick skull just yet. On Labor Day, I become a Yankee fan until the Yankees are eliminated. Once the Yankees are out, I go back to being a loser Met fan, hoping the Mets do something next spring. All right?
Except when they sign CeCe and you go crazy about it.
I was very happy about the CeCe sign.
You were, and he's right. He's right on it. You know, the thing about it
Thanks,
is,
Sean. Appreciate it,
I
buddy.
would think it's going to be before Memorial Day this year you become a Yankee fan.
This just in, actually. The Mets have just been eliminated from next year's postseason competition.
There you go.
And how about just real quick on the side, since you guys brought it up?
Yep.
How is it that the now Miami Marlins have interviewed Jose Reyes and today Albert Pujols?
Well, that's what I told you yesterday.
And the New York Mets, what?
Dude, I told you that yesterday.
The Mets are
I said
pissed.
that
Watch
the Mets
this.
are getting outbid by the Miami Marlins.
Look at this little dichotomy.
All right.
Marlins, Pujols, and Reyes. The Mets' biggest issue this offseason is R.A. Dickey climbing Mount Kilimanjaro.
Right.
Because God forbid he falls off. Then what are we going to do?
I don't know.
No one else to throw the ball 64 miles an hour.
Right.
Right?
Yes.
It's unbelievable to me. Here's Pete in Jersey on the fan. Pete, good morning. How you doing, buddy?
Beauregard, kiss my ass.
Kiss my ass.
What's going on, Petey?
Hey, how you guys doing?
Great.
Hey, listen, Doctor of the Miserable, I got 2 points. First of all, saying Mike McQuarrie should get death threats, that's not right.
Why?
But
it's not right.
I'm not saying you should do it. I'm not saying. Let me be clear because
Right.
It's a fair question you brought up, Pete, and I will not hang up on you. But let me just be clear, so my point is very, very easily to be understood.
Right.
I'm not saying you should do it. I'm not saying I would do it, but I am not bothered one bit that it has been happening.
All right.
All right. Well, I just didn't like the comment. Anyway,
did you like the fact that he walked out of a shower with a 10-year-old boy being sodomized? Did that bother you or no?
It's a timeout.
I just want
we can always fall back on that
let's
argument.
Just find out.
I get it.
Pete, did it bother you when a guy who's 6'4", 240 walked out of a room and let a 10-year-old boy be victimized? Did that bother you?
Of course it did.
What? Let Pete answer. Maybe it didn't. Pete.
Yes.
What bothered you more, when he walked out of the room and let the 10-year-old boy be sodomized, or the fact that a couple yahoos are threatening his life? Which bothers you more?
Both.
Both? Oh,
yeah.
come on.
Well, no, okay. I have a son. So
Both?
I think
Both?
it's horrible.
Both.
I
You're now equating. Hold on. You're now equating some anonymous, hey, you should die, watch your back, to walking out of a room, watching a boy being sodomized?
No, Craig, I'm not saying that at all.
You just said both.
No.
I didn't put words in your mouth.
Yes, you are.
Let's rank them.
I think it's embarrassing.
All right, let's rank them, because maybe you're a good guy at the bottom of it. Let's rank which one bothers you more.
Now we're ranking
Which
things.
is number one?
The sodomy bothers me more.
Are you sure?
Of course.
Yes.
100% now, right?
Craig, I have a 5-year-old son. Yes.
Well, shocking.
Why?
Okay.
Because it's because for Pete, the obvious answer, especially with a 5-year-old son,
Pete,
should be, of course, the boy being taken advantage of.
Of course, but I understand.
Both.
But I understand what you're doing. 'Cause when you do your arguments, you end up putting words in people's mouths.
I didn't say. He said both. I didn't say both.
Listen, I don't
well,
like.
A death threat's not a good thing for anybody.
No,
can
it's
we
not.
move on off of
Is that right?
Yes, we can, Pete. Move
Let
on.
me give you a couple of examples
here
of
we
death
go.
threats. You tell me if they bother you, okay?
All right.
How about a death threat for, I don't know, Hitler? Would that bother you?
No.
Pete?
No, not at all.
You're sure about that? Because you're stumbling a little bit.
I'm sure.
How about Stalin?
Hey, why don't you let him answer the question?
Because he did the obvious. It should just jump out of your mouth. Of course that wouldn't bother me.
Stop yelling at
How about
Pete.
this? How about you're the biggest embarrassment since the Penn State girl, but the biggest male embarrassment on the show since we got Bin Laden?
That's not true.
No?
I don't think so.
All right, Pete.
Come on now.
Let him
All right,
finish.
Let's talk about the Giants, Pete. What do you have to say about Eli Manning?
Just keep killing the Giants because they're a playoff team. They're going to win. They win every time you mush them, and just keep going. Just
Keep going. Just mush him this week. He wants you to mush him this week.
I think the Niners win the game. I mean, what do we want to tell you?
you keep doing it every week, and I love it.
Yeah, I know.
So absolutely
Listen,
love it.
I
And I'm
was-
gonna come sit in that seat and have to co-host with Boomer, baby. That's all.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
why would I ever allow the New York audience to hear someone who has to think for more than a split second about what's worse, sodomy or a death threat of the guy that watched it?
Matt, there's
Or
different
the guy
levels.
that actually paused when he had to consider, would a death threat against Hitler be good or bad? Let me ponder that for
No,
a
you
second.
know what? Come on.
Pete, do me a favor though, will you, buddy?
Jesus.
Will you do me one favor, Pete?
Yeah, I will do that. What do you?
I'm asking you to do me a solid here, because I'm sure you and I would actually get along in person, all right?
I've met you before. I'm sure we would.
All right, I want you to go hug your boy before he goes to school today,
Yeah,
right?
well, Pete, don't worry about it. Don't make him feel
Tell
bad.
your son you love him and give him a big hug.
I can completely understand where Pete's coming from.
Of course you can.
There's no. You're welcome, Pete. Have a great day.
You know,
Thanks, Pete.
You, Benedict Arnold.
Why am I Benedict
Have a good day,
Arnold?
Petey.
Well, you're screaming at the guy. You wouldn't let him get his point out.
Because
and then when you start screaming at people, you know, they get all nervous and they get all uptight.
nervous. It's words. We're getting nervous because I scream at a guy?
Well, because you're screaming all the time.
No, I don't. Listen,
You
I make,
do. You're
let
a
me
screamer.
be clear.
Hey, Al, is he not a screamer?
You should hear me in bed.
Al?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, he screams.
He's a screamer, Al.
Yeah, he screams. He's
a screamer.
Let me explain. Let me just be very clear about this.
Yeah.
At no point in my life, today, tomorrow, a year from today or tomorrow, will I ever apologize for what I am saying in relation to this story at Penn State.
And nor should you.
And it boggles my mind and my soul to my core that people like Peter, I'm sure is a good guy, right?
Yeah.
Who loves his family and everything else.
Yep.
That they don't have the same immediate, visceral, emotional response
We all do.
that I have.
We all do.
And I know it's not right for me to put my feelings on anyone else, but it's offensive to me.
But Craig, we
And
all
that's
do.
the way it's going to be.
We all have the same feelings as you do when it comes to this child molestation. Of course we do. But the fact of the matter is, this is a. While you want to put it on top of, you know, the actual act itself, and I understand that.
Right.
I would imagine that McCreary's life has been miserable since that very day. Not as miserable as the victims, of course.
Right.
And I'm sure that the last 7 days, his life has been anything but normal.
And I don't care.
I know you don't. I understand.
Just
that.
who I am.
I know that.
I make no apologies for who I
know
am.
that.
I'm very consistent.
I know you don't.
And I'm very loyal. Give me a big hug, you big
touch it,
Boomer and Carton on the fan live from the Wolves Den at Mohegan Sun. More on the Giants, more on the Jets. If you have an opinion on the McCreary thing, by all means, we'll take it. But we would like to try to do a little fun, you know, dwarfs and Patriots football kind of chatter, because it's what makes me happy.
That's right.
877
It is a football Friday after all.
337-6666. It's Boomer and Carton on the fan.
All right, now it's the perfect time to plan ahead for the finest in senior living.
You're watching Boomer and Carton live from Mohegan Sun. Rangers Canes tonight on MSG.
On the next beginnings, when he was growing up, Brian Boyle was always the biggest fan of the Boston Bruins.
Watch the Bruins just say, score!
Beginnings, an all-new original series presented by Melrose Credit Union, Saturday on MSG.
Small businesses are the lifeblood of our communities.
On November 26th, you can make a huge impact by shopping small on Small Business Saturday.
One purchase.
One purchase is all it takes.
So pick your favorite local business.
And join the movement. I pledge to shop small at Big Top Candy Shop.
Allen's Boots.
At Juno Baby Store.
Make the pledge to shop small.
Please.
Shop small on Small Business Saturday.
We're good at tailgating, but to be great, well, you need a little coaching.
That's where I come in.
Coach, are we running super cold activation today?
Always, Gary. Only Coors Light tells you when your beer goes from cold to super cold. Frost brewed on 3. 1, 2, 3. Frost brewed. Ice down those Coors Lights, baby. Ice.
When it comes to big refreshment, we could all use a little coaching.
Nice crossing pattern, Randy.
We're tailgating at the next level.
Don't do it. Don't you do it.
Frost brewed Coors Light, the game's most refreshing beer.
A little help, guys.
This is Carl Banks, one of the best linebackers to ever wear a Giants uniform. So one of the best, period. And there isn't anything he doesn't know about Giants football. Their plays, their tactics, their mindset. And he's ready to get us ready. Ready to... Wait, Carl! Save it for Sunday. Giants opening drive live Sunday morning at 10 on MSG.
Allstate wants everyone to be protected on the road, whether you're an Allstate customer or not. All you have to do is call.
Call Allstate now, and you'll get a free lifetime membership in Good Hands Roadside Assistance.
Shop less, get more. Make one call to an Allstate agent.
I was in South Korea, I was in Germany, I was in Iraq. I think the hardest transition as you get further in the military is you know it's going to end one day. And that's why I'm doing the job I'm doing now at Chase, helping them hire veterans through the 100,000 Jobs mission. Because Chase understands if you want an organization that's going to grow, that has a basis in ethics, and get the engine running again in America, why wouldn't you want to hire the veteran?
It's a dirty job, but somebody's got to love it. But the mud, the water, the sand, the concrete isn't as lovable to your vehicle's interior. Because even if you have those ordinary mats, all kinds of permanent stains find their way off those mats and onto your floors anyway. Unless you have WeatherTech floor liners. WeatherTech liners are laser measured to custom fit and perfectly protect your specific make and model, front, back, even up the sides. So your job's little permanent reminders go into the liner and stay in the liner until you wash them away. You can find your WeatherTech floor liners at WeatherTech.com. Just enter your vehicle make and model, select the liner and color, and say goodbye to all those little resale robbing reminders. Questions? Give us a call at 1-800-CAR-MATS and learn how WeatherTech floor liners stand up to the toughest jobs at WeatherTech.com. WeatherTech floor liners. Complete protection, completely American made at WeatherTech.com.
People choose 5-Hour Energy now over 9 million times a week for lots of reasons. It's a nutritional supplement that really works. Its key ingredients are found in everyday food like avocados, broccoli, and bananas, or already in you. It contains about as much caffeine as a cup of the leading premium coffee. 0 sugar, 4 calories. What will your reason be for choosing 5-Hour Energy? Its effectiveness? Its beneficial ingredients? There's only one way to know. Try it today.
Guys, the meeting started.
Are you all ready? Are you ready? Get set. Are you ready? Get set. Are you ready? Leave your book and leave the mirror, 'cause you're already stunning. The sky above was never clearer. No.
Ready to win? Then play scratch-off games from the New York Lottery.
Son, I see, let me see that towel again real quick. It's a new tradition, the Rex Rag. Nice, it's like the terrible towel, but, from MetLife Stadium. Anyway, your call's coming up in just 1 second, 877-337-6666. It's Boomer Esiason and Craig Carton on the Fan. Lots of Jets and Giants throughout the day today. Bill Cowher's coming up in about an hour. Randy Cross a little bit later on this morning. And we have a brand new song from Al Dukes that we will play for you live this hour. So very excited about that.
Wait for that one.
But first, let's say good morning to Jerry Reddow.
Football last night, Craig, it was Oakland beating San Diego 24-17 as the week in the NFL did get underway. Of course, Sunday, the Jets take on the Patriots. The Giants are in San Francisco. You've got Tom Bradley taking over at Penn State as the interim head coach. Mike McCreary was supposed to. He had said yesterday he would coach it. He will not now because there have been threats, of course, on his life. So backtracking on that, the NBA and its players met for a lengthy time again on Thursday. The league made another offer. The union will present it to its team reps over the weekend. Billy Hunter said, quote, "It's not the greatest offer in the world," end quote, but we'll see what they do. And it does look like Albert Pujols will meet with the Marlins over the weekend. The Islanders lost to the Avalanche 4-3. Tonight, the Rangers take on the Hurricanes.
So, if the Marlins sign Albert Pujols and Jose Reyes, would you buy season tickets?
For the Marlins?
down in their new stadium?
Yeah, 100%.
I think so, right?
100%. Yeah, it's a
great
smaller
move by them.
stadium, I guess, right? New uniforms, a whole new
It's going to be,
dealio.
it's going to be one of those retractable dome stadiums too.
And our plan, many people don't know this, is that now that Boomer is Jewish and is over 50, we have agreed with Mark Chernoff, our boss, that in the winter months starting next year,
yes,
we will be like many snowbirds, like my parents,
right?
And we will broadcast from Boca down there and maintain a dual residency.
Boca.
Florida and New York. We're going to go to Boca. We're going to live in Boca, you and I.
Okay.
In a two-bedroom.
Right.
We're going to broadcast from Boca.
Perfect.
And then when it gets Memorial Day, we come back and we broadcast from Tribeca.
Perfect.
So that's all set up. So I'm pretty
That's
happy
good.
about that.
Yeah, you just keep working on that.
That's how I roll.
I know that's how you roll.
Here's Ronnie in New Rochelle on the fan. Ronnie, good morning. How you doing today, buddy?
Good morning, guys. Yeah, Craig, I wanted to tell you that there's a lot of people frustrated and incensed over this Penn State thing. And yesterday, you spoke for us in your exchange with Carissa Maxwell. I wanted to thank you. What I wanted to ask you guys, and I know you're not psychiatrists, is, guys like us, we get a day off, we plan some golf, you take your kids out. Are you telling me that this nut Sandusky plans to attack 10-year-old kids? Can you guys touch on that? I can't get
It's very hard for an average normal person to understand it, but that's the focus of these guys' entire lives. They're predators, they're animals, they're hunters, and no matter what else they got going on, there's a part of their brain that always comes back to the fact of, who's my next mark going to be?
Right.
And it's very elaborate. They are very bright, these guys, typically. And you wouldn't believe the amount of time that goes into preparing one of these kids for the ultimate attack.
Well, and thanks for the call there, Ronnie. Let me ask you something, Craig. I haven't touched on this. We heard about it, but since it's out there and it's public now, my buddies up there, Dennis and Callahan, had on this writer from, what's his name?
Mark Madsen or Madden or something like that from Pittsburgh, I think.
Exactly, and he's certainly a controversial writer and everything. And some of the claims that he's now making they're just as unsettling as anything you've ever heard.
Back in April, he's the guy that first broke the story, and no one paid attention to it, apparently.
It's amazing.
And now his news story, as he said in the radio interview up in Boston with your pals up there, is that, and then no proof of this, I'm not putting out there as fact, it's just what he's claiming, and he's 1 for 1 in this story, so you at least have to give it some credence.
Part of his bottom line, though, is that he's claiming that it's going to get worse.
Yes.
And if
here's the sick claim. The sick claim now is what he's saying is that Sandusky was pimping these young boys out to wealthy donors of the Penn State program.
Which I think is...
Let's hope that's not right.
Come on.
Here's Mike in Shelter Island on the fan. Mike, good morning. How you doing, buddy?
Good, Greg. Hey, Boom, how you doing?
Hey, Mike, what's happening, brother?
Hey, look, do you think any chance that Wes Welker hired Danny Woodhead to work the party?
See, now you're talking, Mike.
There you go, Mike.
Listen, we got the Patriots right where we want them. They're falling apart. They're crumbling.
Hey, let's go.
Sunday night football, national audience, Big Rex on TV. Sanchez playing better. Defense played their asses off last week.
I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you exactly what Rex Ryan is trying to get done right here. Remember, the Jets went into Baltimore and just got smacked down. That's the atmosphere that he is trying to create at MetLife Stadium. I'm telling you right now.
Yep.
Because when the Baltimore Ravens are flying high and they're playing in their building and it's a primetime game and you're playing against a great team, whether it be Pittsburgh or the Jets or New England, it's not going to be an easy night at all. And that's the kind of frenzy that Rex Ryan is trying to create at MetLife Stadium.
Well, listen, we can only do our part. That stadium doesn't lend itself to being like it was in Baltimore.
Right.
It's just not a good stadium for that. But we can be as loud as we want. Come out there, and again, all week long, I know we focused on Penn State.
That second half of San Diego, they were unbelievable.
But the Jets are in one of those zones that we saw last year where it seems like they're all on the same exact page.
Finally.
You're not hearing any of the nonsense other than what Rex has to say from time to time. And that's when the Jets play their best football. It's weird. You can't say, the Jets are going to win. But you got New England. I think you'd rather have everyone says, would you rather have the Patriots off a 2-game losing streak or off a 2-game winning streak?
Give me them
I'd
right
rather
now.
play them when they're losing.
100%.
Because something ain't right. Now, a lot of people say, Tom Brady, Bill Belichick, they're going to focus, they're going to get it right. They're not going to lose 3 in a row. But when they're flying high and ultra confident and they're pop down the field, they bury the Jets. I mean, they have historically under Brady with the tight ends and Welker. I like the fact that there's probably some doubt in that locker room in New England.
Well, listen,
I love it.
There was doubt in the locker room for the New York Jets when they went into New England the last time these two teams played. That doubt has been completely erased by their performance last week in Buffalo, shutting down one of the better offenses in football.
Right.
If you ask me, this is a moment in time where the Jets are clearly going into this game in such a better frame of mind and setup than the New England Patriots have over the last 4 or 5 years.
Number to join, 877-337.
So why wouldn't you be confident?
I'm very confident,
No,
but I'm nervously confident.
I'm not talking about you because you don't play.
No, but I'm nervous.
I'm talking about the actual guys that play.
I think they're a little...
people that put the uniform on, they
I think
go
they're a
out
little
there.
nervous, too. I think there's got to be a level of nervous confidence.
Wait a minute. You're not playing the Pittsburgh Steelers. You're not playing the Baltimore
You're playing
Ravens.
a guy that's owned you.
Yeah, but you're not. I'm talking about from an offensive standpoint. You were
Right.
playing the worst defense in football.
I know, but we played them
And if I'm
3
Rex
weeks ago.
Ryan,
That worst defense in football had no problem stopping us.
Yeah, it's because of the way you played
We
the
were
game.
like 8-3 and outs in that game.
But it's because of the way you played the game, because of where your mindset was, and because
Right.
you just came off of one of the worst defeats in Rex Ryan's short
Probably the
career
worst
here.
regular season
Right, so
loss,
they
right.
were beat. I told you, they overreacted to
Well,
it.
I want to make sure that the focus is right. Schottenheimer calls the right kind of game. You know, when they played New England, I mean, New England scored 30 points.
I know that.
We only threw the ball for like 170 yards
That's
in that game.
because your offense did not do much that
Well,
game.
I want to make sure.
Your offense will be
that's
much
why
better.
Me
That
and everyone else in
funk-
Jet Nation is
Hey,
nervous.
that funk that offense was in, and it started in Baltimore.
Right.
Okay, so when they came out of Baltimore, they overreacted to it. It hung over in New England, and if you remember, the beginning of the game in Miami was not pretty either.
Oh, the first half was terrible.
Right.
I mean, brutal. By the way, they did a poll of all NFL players.
Okay.
They all did they do that when you played? Like you had a little questionnaire in your locker. Was that big when you played way back in the day?
Yeah.
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 What do they poll you on? Like, do you remember any polls you had to take when you were playing?
Like, who do you think of the best player in the
No,
league
not a
is?
Pro Bowl poll. Like on a random Monday after in November, would you say, hey, the NFL's doing a quick poll of the guys?
Yeah, but what they can do now is they can send out, tweets, or they can send
Right.
out emails a lot easier than it was back in the day when all this stuff wasn't available.
Anywho,
Yes.
they did a poll.
Yeah.
I find this poll to be fascinating.
Well, who's
because
they? Who's they? You say they.
The NFL. Someone involved with the NFL did a poll. Players.
The Players Association.
Players. Someone did a poll.
Okay.
I don't know who orchestrated it.
But don't you have to know where the poll's coming from?
It's coming from the NFL locker rooms. Every NFL locker room had this poll.
All right.
And there was as far as I know, there was one question on the poll.
Right.
All right, are
wish
you ready?
I know you wish you could have taken the poll.
All right. Here we go. All 31 teams were polled, and they only talked to the important guys.
Dude,
so
there's 32 teams in the NFL.
All right, they left out the one team no one cares about. Carolina was not involved.
Okay. All right.
So they talked
So there are
to
more people that care about Jacksonville than Carolina.
They talked to the important people.
All right.
So 100 some odd players participated in this poll. You ready?
And these are all the important players.
That's right.
And what makes somebody more important than the other?
Well, quarterbacks, running backs, wide receivers.
All right.
People that you've heard of.
Like Bart Scott.
Who hasn't done anything this year, by the way.
Come on.
I mean, listen, has he had a bad year? Here we go. Here's the question. Are you ready?
All right.
Of all the coaches in the league,
yes,
who is the coach that you would not want to play for the most? The least desired coach in the NFL.
Now, did they rank these coaches?
There's a ranking, all right.
Yeah,
you
of
bet your
course.
ass there is.
Maybe Gary Myers will write about it tomorrow.
Okay, probably.
All right.
What coach in the NFL, according to 100-plus players, big-time guys, too,
Big time.
is the single least popular guy that all these guys say, I don't want to play for that guy?
Tom Coughlin.
That's right.
Yeah.
How about that?
But that
guy's
sucks.
won a Super Bowl.
Guy's a great guy.
He's old school.
That's
People
why.
tell us in person he's a real funny guy.
But that's why. There's a stereotype attached to Coach Coughlin. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And his guys play for him. They play hard for him.
I actually think the guys
There you go. That's
kiss
what I'm
my
talking
ass.
about.
I think the guys like him.
I do too.
You're going to kiss my ass? I heard about this poll, Carton. That poll means, you know what it means to me?
What?
Nothing. We're going to play one game at a time. We have 8 games left. We'll play one, though.
Right.
San Francisco, that is our season. And you keep picking against us, Carton. You know why you're picking against us?
Why is that?
Because you never played the game.
There you go.
What do you know about football?
What do you know about
Kiss
football?
my ass.
You know, this is kind of interesting. The Jets are going to have 2 games within a matter of 4 days. You know, this is a big time for your team right now.
For my team?
Because they're going to have 2 games in 4 days.
Yeah, they're not going to lose to the Broncos. I was really worried about that Thursday night game because it's such a quick turnaround.
Yeah.
And it's in Denver. But then I had a few dreams that woke me up last night.
Yep.
I ain't worried about that.
It's
Tim Tebow ain't beating the Jets, dude. I don't care what anyone says. I know he beat Oakland, blah, blah, blah. I'm very worried about the Denver game. I'm worried sick about it.
Yeah.
I really am.
You're not worried about this game, though?
I'm worried about a lot of things.
Right. Well, you just take them one
I'm worried
game
my
at a
hair's
time.
going to grow back. I mean, I worry about things. You
I know.
understand?
You're always worrying about something.
That being said, no way on God's green earth do the Denver Broncos. And I know last year when they played, it was Mark Sanchez threw up the Hail Mary, and we got the fortunate call interference inside the 5, and that's how the only way the Jets won.
Yes.
There's no way on God's green earth that Tim Tebow is scoring points against the Jet D. I'm sorry.
All right. Okay.
I just can't. I mean, you can't lose that game. But let's worry about New England first, yeah?
Right, exactly. One
Here's
game at a time, Craigie.
Big Joe in the Navy. Joe, what's going on today, buddy?
Hey, brothers, how you doing?
Okay,
Good.
Joe, what's happening?
Good. First of all, I want to say you guys are great. Listening to you guys in San Diego on the internet is just really
thanks.
good.
Well, there ain't nothing else to listen to in San Diego. I know
Thank
that.
you for your service there, Joe.
That's right.
Hey, Boomer, I just want to tell you another thing I want to tell you, man.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody cares about hockey, Boomer.
Oh,
That's what I'm talking
Well, you're
about,
out there
Big
in
Joe.
San Diego walking on the beach with the Navy SEALs. So knock
Listen,
it off
my
there,
man's
Joe.
in the Navy.
I know.
And there's nothing, by the way, you want to do something that you have to do, like if you have a bucket list before your life ends.
Right.
I've done this a few times. You go out there to like La Jolla in San Diego.
Yeah, and you watch the Navy
and
SEALs go at
the
it.
Navy dudes, just ripped up, just good-looking dudes, rappelling from helicopters, doing all their, drills.
Yeah.
You do that stuff, Joe?
Yeah, but no, brother.
Oh, man, I got to
I'll tell you what,
that
Joe,
is hot.
I can't wait to get out there to the beach and see a bunch of good-looking Navy dudes
These
running around
dudes
out
are,
there.
there's like
Do they
all
wear
of a
their
sudden
shirts
20
or no?
Black Hawk helicopters, dudes
Right.
rappelling onto boats and ships.
I'm
It's
not
awesome.
minimizing what they
Thank
do.
you, Joe.
I'm not minimizing. Thank you, Joe. He didn't even say anything.
He was just saying no one cares about hockey.
Right, exactly.
So thank you for that, Joe.
So that's it.
And his service, he's in the Navy.
Yes.
Have you ever watched those exercises?
Yeah, but Craig, I don't go out there looking at the guys like you do.
Well,
I go out there and I appreciate what they're doing.
They're hot American heroes. I like that. It
hot
turns me on.
American heroes now.
You know, because it reminds me of how inferior I am to them.
That could be a good
as
show.
A man.
That could be a good show for Spike.
Hot American heroes.
Right.
Oil us down.
Sweating.
I'd host it too. I'd have no problem with it.
I know you would.
Here's Anthony in Belleville on the fan. Good morning, Anthony. How you doing, buddy?
Boomer Carton, oh yeah.
Oh yeah, Anthony. What's happening, brother?
What's happening with you guys?
No, man. We're just hanging out here at the Mohegan Sun.
All right. Hey, Rexy asked, these other teams to beat the Patriots. He better not come up short this week.
You see that? That's
Okay.
a line of thinking of Steve Serby. There you
Right.
go.
And what if the Jets lose? Then what?
I'm burning my tickets.
I mean, we're all gonna go to Zuccotti Park and demand Rex be fired?
Nah, you know what? We got the New York Rangers. They've won 5
Stop.
in a row.
I mean, listen.
Turn our attention to hockey.
It's a big game. We want to win the game, but I don't know how many times I have to say it on this show, Anthony. The other team gets paid too. This is the time to bury them, but I don't think the Jets blow New England out. I have no expectation of that.
This is a must-win. I hate
It's a must-win, Craigie. It's a must-win. You know that.
Must-win. I mean, I'm so sick and tired of must-wins.
It is a must-win, though.
Must-win. What happens if they lose? Is the season over? Do we sell the franchise to Cleveland or something?
I think you're
No.
You think we should? You're funny, Anthony.
All right, Anthony.
All right,
Thanks.
see you
man.
later, Anthony. By the way,
What?
Dennis in Oceanside has some very important news.
All right.
This is big news, and I'm embarrassed that I didn't know this.
Okay.
And now during the break, we're going to have to send out a very emotional text. Let's go to Oceanside. Dennis, tell Boomer why today is such a special day.
Special day, boys. It's Mark Sanchez's birthday. I'm a little worried because I hope he doesn't go party and then shows up, hurting Sunday night.
Nah,
Today is Mark Sanchez's birthday. It's also 11/11/11. That's got to be good luck somewhere.
It's also George Patton's birthday, too. General
he's dead.
George Patton.
He's dead.
Yeah, but he's one of the great generals of all time.
Yeah, but he's dead.
Well, I'm just telling you, great American
But Mark
hero.
Sanchez is my general on the football field.
Well, there you go.
Do you understand?
That's the way to morph into
47 blue. 47 blue.
Right. Yeah, that's what they say.
Hike.
Yeah, they don't say hike.
Someone says hike.
Nobody says hike.
Dennis, good call on that, buddy. I was unaware that it was my man's birthday.
So you got to send a little text
I'm
message
going
on
to
your
send
white
him a text right now.
on your white BlackBerry. I mean, you got a white BlackBerry.
1 second.
Yeah.
Mark Sanchez. There we go.
Right.
Text Mark.
Right.
All right. Guys, I'm speaking still, even though I'm.
That's happy birthday.
Okay, but right now.
That's the Beatles. Happy
you can
birthday.
play it if it's a birthday song.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
come
All right. Happy birthday. Oh, all right. Happy birthday, big guy.
Happy birthday, big guy.
Big guy.
Big
Hold on.
guy.
Good luck.
You hot American hero.
Sunday night.
You hot American hero.
Hold on. Booms says you're a hot American hero.
Yeah,
I think he means it, too.
Yeah, that's what Boom
I
says.
think he means it.
Yeah.
1 second.
Boom's all over that.
Two. I'll do a little smiley face there.
Yeah, okay, good. Great. Perfect.
I'm going to go a little smiley face.
Why don't you do like a little
Should I do a
wink?
smiley face with the hearts in the eyes? Nah, he may misconstrue that.
Right.
I'll just go with a big smiley face.
Right, okay.
Send.
Like with the teeth.
Bang. There you go. I do it with the teeth.
Right.
With the
Okay, good.
All right. Happy birthday, Mark Sanchez. He reads like this. Happy birthday, big guy. Good luck Sunday night. Oh, it says booze. I mean booms. Boom.
That's why you have to have
booms,
spell check.
Not booze. Boom says you're a hot American hero. Thinks he means it too.
Yeah, perfect.
All right, listen, it's Boomer and Carton on the Fan. 877-337-6666. We'll talk to Bill Cowher at 8 o'clock right here. But first, let me tell you that Pineville Chevrolet of Lakewood knows that's getting...
Are you ready
Sir, we need your help answering a question.
to get
This person needs help winning some money. Here we go. Ready?
quizzed in the face?
Adele or Beyonce?
Beyonce.
Correct!
When it's your meal ticket, when it's your statement, protect it with Prestone. Engineering lasting relationships between cars and owners since 1927. When you own it, Prestone it.
A better way to find the perfect hotel from Priceline.
Their style defined who we are. Every time they took the court, every time they donned the orange and blue, they represented everything it meant to be from this city. Playing with heart, with grit, with swagger, they played the game their way, the hard way, and we loved every second of it. MSG Networks presents a new 20-part series, 1994, March to the Finals, Sunday on MSG.
Emily's just starting out and on a budget, like a ramen noodle every night budget. She thought Allstate car insurance was out of her reach until she heard about the value plan. Dollar per dollar, nobody protects you like Allstate.
Small businesses are the lifeblood of our communities.
On November 26th, you can make a huge impact by shopping small on Small Business Saturday.
One purchase.
One purchase is all it takes.
So pick your favorite local business.
And join the movement. I pledge to shop small at Big Top Candy Shop.
Allen's Boots.
At Juno Baby Store.
Make the pledge to shop small.
Please.
Shop small on Small Business Saturday.
The only thing better than getting what you wished for is getting more than you wished for.
Now during the Lincoln Wishlist event, get 4 years complimentary maintenance, plus the season's most attractive sign and drive offer on a Lincoln MKZ.
Get more than you wished for.
I joined the Navy when I was 19. I was a commissioned officer at 23.
I was in avionics.
Tactical telecommunications.
Squad leader. I think the hardest transition as you get further in the military is you know it's going to end one day. Chase hired me to be a personal banker
and business analyst.
Manager.
I'm very proud to work for Chase.
When you hire a veteran, you get
great leadership,
decisiveness, focus.
Chase knows when you hire a veteran, you're hiring America's best.
Chase is proud to help 100,000 veterans find jobs at home.
The only thing better than getting what you wished for is getting more than you wished for.
Now during the Lincoln Wishlist event, get 4 years complimentary maintenance, plus the season's most attractive offer on a Lincoln MKZ.
Get more than you wished for.
So, if the mint makes this hot chocolate cool, does the mint hot chocolate make me cool?
Not really.
The new Mint Hot Chocolate from Dunkin' Donuts. Grab the cool sensation of mint today. America runs on Dunkin'.
Years, 3 casinos, 75 shops, restaurants, and bars, 1,200 hotel rooms, a 10,000-seat arena, a world-class golf course and spa, and millions of shining moments. Celebrate with events, stars, and deals just for New Yorkers, only at Mohegan Sun's New York Week, November 10th through the 13th.
Introducing the 60 Seconds of Mayhem Sweepstakes. You could win a new car and kick a field goal at the Allstate BCS National Championship for a boat, motorcycle, RV, and a home makeover. January 9th is gonna be mayhem. Will you be there? Enter at allstatecfb.com.
Tonight on MSG, who says hurricane season is over? The Rangers say so. Rangers Canes tonight on MSG.
MSG Network. New York plays here.
Traffic and weather is brought to you by Chevrolet. See your local Chevy dealer or visit ChevyOffers.com.
LIE westbound between Casino Boulevard and Woodhaven Boulevard. A lot of slow traffic. Accident off on the shoulder at Maurice Avenue. Go on as BQE northbound. Hit those brakes in between Atlantic Avenue and the Brooklyn Bridge. On 46 eastbound, the ramp to Edwards Road. Southbound closed. Broken water main the problem. Pulaski Skyway inbound. Stall at Kearney. That's blocking the right lane. Inbound George, no problems. The world's largest free-flying American flag has been lowered over the span, and it is spectacular. If you get a look at that, Holland and Lincoln are fine. The WFAN forecast. Sunshine 52, 43 right now and sunny. I'm Tracy Burgess with the Fan Highway Patrol.
It's the morning show with Boomer Esiason and Craig Carton.
Here we go, it's the Gangrene Legion, fighting for our team every single season. Always follow Rex, we believe what he's preaching. So number 92, guilty, treason. It's all good and we all done breathing. This fight's taking off with the Sanchez leading. I think you better strap in and listen to the captain. Number 6, making miracles happen.
Happy birthday, Mark!
We are from New York, we back the smack talk. Do it your way. We reppin'
That's right, Jets, Patriots. And remember this, Jet fans. When the Jets went to New England after being abused by the Baltimore Ravens in that Sunday night game against Baltimore,
right?
They had, again, I thought, a middle-end to less than average performance against New England. Remember this. In the second half, in the fourth quarter specifically, when Santonio Holmes caught that touchdown pass, the Jets got within 6.
That's right, 27-21.
Patriot ball,
right?
up 6, 7-something to play in the game. So as bad as the Jets played, right?
Offensively, I thought.
As bad as they were, if their defense could have stopped the New England drive, and that was that Ellis drive, he ran the ball like 12 times.
That's right.
And then like 80 yards, and they set up for the field goal late with like a minute to go. The Jets get the ball back. The Jets could have won that game.
And the thing that was troubling about that game is that Tom Brady threw for about 320 yards, and Green Ellis ran for, I think, about 140 yards.
Right, so the point is, the Jets are now playing better football. New England's not playing as well. That's a win for the Jets.
They played much better football defensively after that game. There's no question about that. In the second half, I believe, of the Miami game and also the second half of the San Diego game really proved that out. And then last week they carried through on that. And the one thing to remember is that Plaxico Burress, while he was starting to make, some plays, he isn't the Plaxico Burress that has played the last few weeks for the New York Jets.
And Sean Green's starting to run the ball.
That's right. So, and if you ask me, when they go into that game against New England the last time, they were coming out of that terrible performance in Baltimore.
I like it.
They have a much better feeling for who they are as a football team right now. And remember this: after that game was over, it was the sliding Jets. The Jets don't have a chance anymore. And it just goes to show you, like, in a matter of 3 weeks, how things can change so quickly for a football team.
Right, the Jets were 2 games out of first place. Oh, 3 in a row, it's over.
Right, 4-1, 2-3, blah, blah, blah,
I
blah,
wasn't
blah.
saying that stuff, but people were.
Yeah, you were.
People
of course you were. You were singing the same tune as everybody else.
I don't remember saying anything negative because I knew they'd turn around because I have faith. In Rex, we trust.
Right, exactly.
And in the birthday boy.
So here we go. 4 weeks later, both teams look at themselves in a completely different light. Patriots on a 2-game losing streak. Jets on a 3-game winning streak. Jets can now inflict the same pain that New England inflicted on them a month ago.
Right.
And I'm telling you, if I'm a Jet player, given the way that we played, especially last week in the second half, I can't wait for the game Sunday night.
I'm with you on that. And I like the fact that it's Sunday night. I want all the attention on me. I do. I love it. I can't get enough.
Does that surprise me?
No, that's the way it should be. Sunday night games when you're rolling and playing well and you put your competitor out of their misery.
Right.
To me, that's what it's all about. Staying up late, hanging out with your best friend, watching football on his couch, knowing that you're going to sleep over, hoping that he makes you flapjacks in the morning before you go to work together. That's the kind of day I'm talking about. And Sunday night can't come soon enough, buddy.
Yeah. Let me ask you this question.
That's my dream, at least.
Do you think that are you going to come in Monday morning and feel like Chris Collinsworth and Al Michaels were favoring Tom Brady and the Patriots?
I don't know.
Is that just a mindset you Jet fans have?
No.
Everybody hates us.
First off, let's see how it goes. Right. Secondly, let's see what kind of night you and I have.
We're not going to have a night. It's not going to be any night. I mean, I'm working all day that day. I got a 12-hour day.
And then we'll watch the game together at your place.
Spend 4 hours with you after that. Because I have to spend 4 hours with you the next morning.
Wouldn't that be a great sight, though, to walk in and see him in a robe waiting for you?
No, I won't be in a robe. I'll be in my athletic shorts, and I'd probably no top on, but I won't be in a robe.
And he'll have his hand down his pants, and he'll have, like, some drink with an umbrella in it.
I have naming rights to the right part of Boomer's couch. It's mine.
Right.
My pillows, my blanket, my corner. Right. Now, Boomer's always in, he has the big, the reclining seat. But, I mean, that's how we roll. That's what best friends do. You watch football together. Hopefully, you'll do the right thing and go to Villa Milano and get me a pizza.
Right, yeah.
So I can eat
on
while
my
I'm
way
watching
home.
the game.
Just make sure you take care of you. It's all about you.
I'll bring the red stripe and the Bushmills.
I have a 12-hour day on Sunday, and I got to come home and take care of him.
You don't have to take care of me. You just have to bring me something to eat.
So I'll be sitting in my New York Ranger dream seat.
Right.
Relax.
What I'll do is I'll tell you what I'll do.
By the way, I appreciate you wearing your New York Ranger T-shirt that I bought you. Yeah.
I'm going to go to Kitchen Cabaret, and I'll load us up.
Okay.
All right, and then I'll just give me the house key again,
right?
And I'll just set it up so when you come home, everything's ready for you.
Nice.
All right.
I'll think about it.
I'll have your slippers ready for you.
Psych.
All right.
I don't think so.
It's gonna be fun. I can't wait. I mean, your kids are in college. You want my companionship. Here's Jerry Rilla with an update. Jerry, how you doing, buddy?
Brought to you by Chevy. Save big on Silverado and Tahoe during Chevy's season of doing. Visit ChevyOffers.com. We'll get back to the NFL in a minute. We heard from Penn State interim head coach Tom Bradley Thursday.
Can I invite friends over as well until you get home?
First of all, you're not coming over.
Because I don't want to just be there by myself,
Right.
It'd be kind of awkward. Although I have plenty of time to look in your drawers, so that'd be good too.
Yeah, I know.
That'd be good for me. Check out the see-through
Haven't
fridge.
you done that already?
I got the see-through.
Jerry, what are you doing Sunday night?
He's looking through my drawers. He's taking everything out of the drawers.
I know he is, and he'll do it
I
again.
think he stole some cutlery the last time he was there. I think he stole one of my steak knives.
I mean, it had your initials on it. What do you want me to do? Not take one? Here's Jerry Rello. What do you got, Jerry?
Oh, boy. You sure this time?
Pretty sure, yeah. What do you
Penn
got?
State, Nebraska, Saturday. This, of course, was Bradley days after Paterno was fired after these alleged crimes came to light by Jerry Sandusky. Bradley says we as a team have to figure a way to play 60 minutes of football Saturday.
We'll find a way to heal, and we'll find a way to get back on track, and we'll find a way to come together.
At the same time, he also recognized the families and victims of these acts.
Everybody's thoughts and prayers are with the families and the children and those. So it's more than football. They realize that.
Bradley,
You know what's amazing, so fascinating to me? Everyone that's involved on that level that had nothing to do with this terrible scandal, not one of those guys says alleged. Every one of them is acknowledging there's nothing alleged here. This happened.
That's exactly right.
In the court of law, it's alleged, right?
Right.
But every one of these guys that's a part of that Penn State family in some way, shape, or
It's
form.
all basically admitting that it
Every
happened.
one of them saying, yeah, no, it happened. We know it happened.
And this guy's been there since '79, worked under Sandusky.
I think he coached under Sandusky, right?
Yep. Bradley said he's just hoping to return to some normalcy for one day.
I guess I just want to do the best job I can do for this football team.
Okay. Mike McCreary will not coach the game. He's apparently getting death threats, so whatever. Penn State, Nebraska, Saturday at noon. Virginia Tech beat Georgia Tech last night, 37-26. Thursday night football as the week in the NFL began, and it began with a Raider win.
Palmer throws deep downfield and caught by Moore, lunging forward for the touchdown.
It's kind of interesting. The first couple of weeks of Carson Palmer out at the Raiders, he threw 6 interceptions in 6 quarters. And I'm sure people in Cincinnati were looking at that going, God, we're so glad we don't have that. And then last night you watched him on the NFL Network. If you had it, you don't have it in New York, so you can't watch it. But the fact is he looked great last night.
Yeah. He was
and, that could be, I'm wondering if that could be the nail in the coffin for Norv Turner.
I mean, he's never won anything there. It could be. But, that was also I was trying to think about it. I think that's bad for the Jets. Since Oakland beat the Jets straight head to head.
But you want Oakland to win the division out there.
That's
what you want. So it's not a bad thing.
Okay.
Because the Jets ultimately still have to play Kansas City. They still have to play Denver, and they already beat San Diego.
All right, I got you. I was thinking you want San Diego to be tied with you because then you beat them head up.
No, that's why I'm here.
Thank you, Booms. Appreciate that.
Okay.
Because you're thinking only one of those teams gets in, only the division winner. Is that what your thought process is?
Absolutely, that's it. Because you could get 2 out of the East, 2 out of the North, 1 out of the South, and 1 out of the West.
Got it, right? Because you have all 3 teams in the North. Forget about Cleveland with 6 wins, right?
That's right. So you have 5. You have 3 teams with 5 wins in the East.
Right.
3 teams with 6 wins in the North. And then, listen, Tennessee's 4-4. I don't think they're going anywhere.
Right.
Houston's going to win the South. And really right now the odds-on favorite has got to be Oakland to win the West.
Sounds good. What else you got, Jerry?
Patriots Sunday night. Rex Ryan says enormous game for us.
Not one of these, well, if we don't, there's still a lot of season left. No, I mean, we're approaching it like we have to have this game.
And he says after.
I love it. I mean, this is the Rex. I'm telling you.
Why is that the Rex? That's like
this
quiet
is
Rex.
when the Jets play the right way.
Quiet Rex. Yeah.
I like
Rex.
it. I like
He's been very humble the last 2.5 weeks.
I like it. I like it a lot.
All right, good.
It's working. So you keep going, whatever works, you go with. That's what I always say.
He says after this game, we'll know exactly what we are.
We think we've improved as a football team, and we're going to find out on Sunday.
And then after that game, we'll be like, this next game in Denver, it's a huge game.
Well, Denver, it's Denver.
The most important.
Right,
it's Denver. Denver's, they get paid. That's an NFL team out there. Just hope that you'll stay humble.
Right.
Yes. Meanwhile, you know what Rex Ryan's already saying.
Right.
Tim Tebow. Tim Tebow. We can beat them 3-0.
Why are you looking ahead?
Huh?
Yeah,
play the Patriots.
Just take care of the Patriots, will you please?
I just convinced myself the Jets are going to win on Sunday night.
All right.
Because I look back in the last game, the Jets can't play worse than that. And they had a chance if the defense only stopped Green.
Yeah.
Sean Ellis, Green.
Ben Jarvis,
Ellis, Green.
Jarvis, Green,
whatever.
Ellis.
If the Green Ellis, if they stop them, right?
Yeah.
Then they did that dopey fake snap, right? The direct snap. Boom. Remember that play? Garbage.
Yeah,
garbage.
Yeah, okay.
Trickery only works once or twice.
Trickeration.
That's right.
Here's the birthday boy on the game.
Oh, he's calling
in business, and we got to win. So whatever it takes.
Oh.
It's a
Wait a minute.
It's a win in business.
Wait a minute.
No, he didn't get back to you.
Wait a minute. No, he did not get back to me yet.
He's not getting back to you.
But my wife says good morning.
Good morning.
New England quarterback Tom Brady starting to sound more and more like Bill Belichick every day.
They got a lot of really good players. Good scheme. They play well at home. it's a great challenge.
Before the Jets and Patriots, Giants, Niners. Tom Coughlin obviously concerned about Frank Gore, but doesn't sound like he's too concerned about Alex Smith.
He's managing and his offense and controlling his team, and you can see his confidence grow.
He's confident. He's a manager now. It's like when I went to JCPenney and I saw Bob. His sticker said Bob, manager. Confident. Knew where to send me to go get cutlery. This was good.
Go to Boomer's house and steal it.
I consider borrowing it, frankly.
Listen, dude, you didn't borrow it because I haven't seen it in 3 years.
Wait, he really took
Yeah,
yes, he did, yes.
Well, because someone, I don't know who it was, sent Boomer some knives.
That Guy Fieri guy.
Yeah.
All right, so he sent me some knives.
It says B&E on it.
Right.
B-E, you know.
Right, B-E for Boomer Esiason, not
B and
bacon and
C.
eggs.
Right.
It said Boomer Esiason.
Right.
And he saw them and said I had to have one of those.
Well, I mean, he had a dozen of them.
And this, by the way,
steak with one knife
as
at a
our
time.
audience is here, this, by the way, I'm in another room and I hear like the drawers opening in the kitchen. And there's only one person in the kitchen. And I don't know why that person's opening drawers.
Because I was going to cut the calzone you bought me.
So I turn around the corner and I just want to be quiet to see what's going on. And he's going through all my drawers,
Well, I
all
didn't
my
know you were
cabinets,
watching
just to see like what's going on in these. I'm like, what are you doing?
If I knew you were going to be,
And then I noticed-
stalking me in a way.
So Guy Fieri sent me a dozen knives. Okay, I only have 11 now.
But you can only cut one knife at a time.
And I accused him of that 3 years ago, and he denied it profusely until I went to his house and I saw the knife right there.
It's on display, by the way.
I'm like, what are you doing?
Do you have it in the case?
We have it on display. The Boomer Esiason knife. I got it. I framed it. It's nice. And by the way, don't talk to Jerry about knives.
Why?
Jerry does with this thing. It's a pet peeve of mine. I'm sorry. It's a thing that, like,
This,
a
by the way,
dirty
coming
sink
from a guy
bothers
who
me.
reaches over people's plates with
That's
an
right.
extra long fork.
Jerry holds a knife like this
Yeah, I know.
in his fist.
It's ridiculous. It's like
Why?
a kid.
Because I don't know. I don't like it.
It's not.
What is the problem?
It doesn't seem like you have the manners. It's like
no class.
Yeah, like it's like.
Yeah. I just picked the steak.
And it's like then he takes his fork and goes like.
I know. I
You're
told
a
him last
Viking or
night.
something.
Are you? I mean, you're coming after me?
Hold the knife
You
like
brought
a
to dinner
normal
with this
human
guy
being.
and you're
It's a
coming
class.
Well, he
me?
saw it last night. He looked at it. He said, look at Jerry eat over there. It's like a freaking animal.
I'm not.
Put your index finger on the back of the fork and cut, on the knife.
No.
Emily, cut it nice.
Jesus.
You put the fork. You put the knife down.
Yeah.
You take the fork with your other hand.
Yeah.
You take it up and you eat it. Nice.
Read an Emily
You guys
Post novel
finished?
too, would you?
Who's she?
I don't know. Guy, what else you got, Jerry?
Stupid. The NBA and its players met again Thursday. Here's David Stern. They gave another good offer, and it's up to the players to like it or not.
We don't expect them to like every aspect of our revised proposal.
But they better accept it or it will not get better. Here's Derek Fisher, who's not thrilled with it, but he will present it to the rest of player reps.
It does not, meet us entirely on the system issues that we felt were extremely important.
And hopefully we'll have something by Monday or Tuesday if there's a deal or if there's not a deal. The Islanders lost to the Avalanche in overtime. Tonight the Rangers play the Hurricanes. Devils home for the Capitals.
All right, very good. That's Jerry Recco. Number to join, 877-337-6666. Your call's coming up. Giants, Niners, of course, Jets, Patriots. And Al Duke's new Tom Brady song coming up in no more than 10 minutes here as well, live from Mohegan Sun. Now, speaking of the Giants are all about winning and performing their best. They need the right equipment and a true commitment to excellence. At Adorama, same deal. That's why they are the official electronics retailer of the New York Giants. They're also staffed with the best at what they do. Whether you're shopping for an iPad, a new TV, or high-def camera, Adorama experts.
You're watching Boomer and Carton live from Mohegan Sun. Rangers Canes tonight on MSG.
On the next beginnings, when he was growing up, Brian Boyle was always the biggest fan of the Boston Bruins.
And watch the Bruins just say, score!
Beginnings, an all-new original series presented by Melrose Credit Union. Saturday on MSG.
Small businesses are the lifeblood of our communities.
On November 26th, you can make a huge impact by shopping small on Small Business Saturday.
One purchase. One purchase is all it takes.
So pick your favorite local business
and join the movement. I pledge to shop small at Big Top Candy Shop.
Allen's Boots.
At Juno Baby Store.
Make the pledge to shop small.
Please.
Shop small on Small Business Saturday.
better way to find the perfect hotel from Priceline.
In movies, I played the tough guy. But my son Danny, a stunt coordinator, was the real tough guy. Yet even he couldn't beat pancreatic cancer. That's why I support the Lost Garden Foundation. It's dedicated to finding a cure for this deadly disease. And Cablevision support ensures that 100% of every donation you make goes directly to pancreatic cancer research. In my son Danny's memory, join me in the fight. Visit curepc.org today. Thank you.
I got this Citi thank you card and started earning loads of points.
Okay, we'll leave that there for now. You got a weather balloon with points. Yes, I did.
Points I could use for just about anything.
Keep on going in this direction. Just take this bridge over here. There it is.
So I used mine to get a whole new perspective.
Write your story with the Citi Thank You Premier Card. With no point caps and points that don't expire. Get started at thankyoucard.citi.com.
They're going to run the ball. That's what they do, and they do it real well. So, obviously, given the past, couple weeks, we struggle in that area. So, for us this week, that's a lot of focus stop the run, put the game in his hand.
Allstate wants everyone to be protected on the road, whether you're an Allstate customer or not. All you have to do is call.
Call Allstate now, and you'll get a free lifetime membership in Good Hands Roadside Assistance.
Shop less, get more. Make one call to an Allstate agent.
Music fans, please extend a warm Fuse welcome to the Ultimate Rock on Tour.
That's just the intro.
Man About Sound.
Hollywood, California. We are at the El Rey Theater. Let's go inside.
Reporting artist.
That's why I'm here.
Hipsterologist.
How dare you? I learned from the best, dude. How you like that?
Give it up for the one, the only, Carson Daly.
Throw down some money.
Get your daily fix on a daily basis. Last Call with Carson Daly. Weeknights at 6:30 and 10:30 on Fuse.
Some people just know how to build things well. Give you and your loved ones an expertly engineered Mercedes-Benz at the winter event going on now. But hurry, the offer ends soon.
Hey, Frankie, I'm gonna do the rounds. Okay.
Are you all ready? Are you ready? Get set. Are you ready? Get set. Are you ready? Leave your book and leave the mirror, 'cause you're already stunning. The sky above was never clearer. Now. Are you all ready? Are you ready? Get set. Are you ready? Get set. Are you ready?
Ready to win? Then play scratch-off games from the New York Lottery.
When the history of this season is written, it'll be written in the mud, sweat, and tears of the combatants and on the carpet of your vehicle. Unless you have WeatherTech floor liners. WeatherTech liners are laser measured to custom fit and protect your specific make and model. Dirt and spills stay in the liner until you wash them away. Order your WeatherTech floor liners at WeatherTech.com or call 1-800-CARMATS. Don't wait. Order your WeatherTech protection today. Complete protection, completely American made at WeatherTech.com.
Years, 3 casinos, 75 shops, restaurants, and bars, 1,200 hotel rooms, a 10,000-seat arena, a world-class golf course and spa, and millions of shining moments.
Celebrate with events, stars, and deals just for New Yorkers. Only at Mohegan Sun's New York Week, November 10th through the 13th.
Traffic and weather is brought to you by Chevrolet. See your local Chevy dealer or visit ChevyOffers.com.
Today, the meter rules are in effect. Fifth Avenue will be closed for the parade between 23rd and 56 from 11 until 3 o'clock. Big problems at the inbound Lincoln Tunnel. We have stalled blocking a lane inside the tube, so 30-minute delays inbound. Outbound is slow onto the Helix and westbound 495. George and Holland, definitely better alternatives. Connecticut Turnpike is slow in between 24 and 22 in Fairfield. Garden State Parkway stall being cleared at 144. All lanes are being reopened there. And LIE is still packed in westbound in between Casino Boulevard and Woodhaven Boulevard. Maurice Avenue accident has been cleared, but, damage done. The WFAN forecast, great, clear, beautiful, sunshine, but a little windy today. Going up to 52, but bundle up. 43 right now. Sunshine in Central Park. I'm Tracy Burgess with the Fan Highway Patrol.
You're listening to Boomer Esiason and Craig Carton.
All right, Boomer and Carton on the Fan. Thank you, that's right. Good to see Mike Francesa here. Thanks for coming, Mike. Appreciate it, buddy. 877-337-6666. Boomer and Carton on the Fan. There is a report unconfirmed right now.
Well,
the Penn State, supposedly everyone at Penn State is going to wear blue to show some respect to the victims and their families.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if blue is the color for that, but whatever. They're going to wear Penn State blue, right?
Right.
Now, there are people tweeting right now, and I want to be very clear about this. We have not proven this yet. I don't know if it's accurate, but I'll just put it out there.
Can't confirm it.
That Penn State coaches have asked players and their families to wear white for Joe Paterno.
I can't believe that.
I
don't believe that. I mean, there are so many things.
Our crack staff is working on it as we speak, though.
But I will say this, that there are so many things that are coming out of Penn State right now that the rumor mill is just out of control.
Yes.
And again, I always say this, and we always say this on this program, and it goes all the way back to when we first started with the Isaiah Thomas stuff.
Right.
Let's wait until the process completely plays itself out until we can corroborate any of this.
Well,
crap.
Al's checking it right now to see if there's any actual factual report of that.
That could be a player tweeting it from Penn State, whereas where I would think it would come from.
If we can find it, we'll at least let you know where it emanated from. And one quick other thing. Before we get back to all the, let me do the calls. Will you just jot down something real quick, Boomer?
No.
That I want to remind you about something that's happening for the first time ever tomorrow night. Jay is in Brooklyn on the Fan. Jay, good morning. How you doing, bud?
What up, buddy?
All right, Jay,
man?
what's happening?
Yeah, man. I just called to touch on the Tom Coughlin thing.
All right.
I think the players who vote for him is the one who think they're bigger than the NFL. They can do whatever they want to do. Because I think Tom Coughlin is a good coach.
I understand where you're coming from. Thanks for the call. I understand what he's talking about is that, that poll that you went over.
Right, where he's the least desirable coach to play for.
And what he was trying to say is that, those are votes from players who probably are more individualistic in nature.
Right.
And don't recognize, what a great coach Tom is and the fact that he's more of a traditional style coach than today's coach. But what is today's coach in football? You still have to have discipline.
He's an older guy. The image of him is a curmudgeon, image-wise.
Right. So the image
they
of
don't
Rex.
know the guy.
So the dichotomy is the image of Rex Ryan compared to the image of Tom Coughlin.
Right.
And know this for a fact that even though image-wise they couldn't be more polar opposite, they both require internally the same thing.
Right.
And that's discipline, focus, and attention to detail in order to win games on Sunday.
Listen, coaching is becoming a younger man's game. That's just the nature of the beast right now.
What do you mean?
Coaching at any level now, college coaching and NFL coaching, it has become a younger man's game.
One time out. I mean, you got Tony La Russa, you got Terry Collins, you got Tom Coughlin.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's one guy in each sport. There's 90 teams.
All right. How old is Mike D'Antoni?
He ain't 50.
All right. Yeah, he is.
No,
yeah,
can't say he's handsome then. I mean, there's no way Mike D'Antoni's 50 plus. If he is, I mean, I want to drink what he's drinking.
Here's your pen. Jot your own stuff
No,
down.
Just jot down something's happening tomorrow for the first time. I'm very excited about it.
You jot it down.
Here's Rory in Mohegan Lake on the fan. Rory, good morning. How are you? Hello. La, 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 la.
Yeah, Mike D'Antoni's 60, by the way.
What?
Yes.
Well, he ain't 50.
Yeah, there. What's happening, Tony?
It's Rory, boom.
Oh, Rory. Tony, Rory, same thing. What's happening?
Fired up the Jets game, and first of all, Craigie, don't listen to Boomer. I went with the white iPhone because I think it's because of you.
Oh, you bougie. You're all bougie white iPhones. Come on.
It's called class, Boomer, and style.
Class and style. I call it.
Let me ask you a question. In the
slap
GQ layout, what color really tight pants is Mark Sanchez wearing?
White.
That's what I'm talking about.
There
If
you
it's
go.
good for Mark, it's good for me.
Okay.
That's right, Rory. Go ahead.
So far, you're setting us up for the game. You gave us the Gangrene song. I hear Al's getting Tom Brady's coming.
That's
Greg,
right.
I'm hoping maybe we could do a virtual body bump because you're not going to be at the game.
A virtual body bump. That'd be great.
Listen,
stand up, Craigie.
I've never done a virtual body bump before.
Yeah,
but I mean, if you want, I'll stand up and
Yeah,
give you a virtual body
yeah,
bump.
that's what I'm talking-
That's right there. Come on, me and you, Booms. No? Boomer won't do it. He doesn't like to play. Rory, good job. Be all fired up. Because if you really break it down, the Jets almost can't lose this game. If you really break it down and crunch the numbers and recognize what they have, what New England has, what happened 3 weeks ago, if you really get into it and really talk sports and break it down to its lowest common denominator,
crunch those numbers, baby.
Jets win and they win by 6.
Yeah,
I mean, that's what my
guys.
computer model put out there.
Sports guys.
That's right.
That's us.
The computer model has the Jets winning this game
Right.
by 6, maybe 7 in that area.
What computer model is that?
Huh?
What computer model
It's
is
the
that?
Not Rack G-Arc computer model.
Our computer model.
No, Not Rack G-Arc. That's, I don't know, it was like the predecessor to Gateway.
Is that what it was?
Yeah. It's old school.
And that's what we use here at this program?
Not Rack.
Right.
G-Arc. I don't make it up. That's just the name of the computer model. All right?
All right.
You want to spell it? Here, spell it.
No.
N-O-T.
N-O-T.
R-A-C.
R-A-C.
G-I-A-R-C. Not Rack G-Arc computer systems.
And that's us.
Well, I don't know. That's what we have.
Sounds like it's something spelled backwards.
I mean, it could be.
Right.
I don't know what it is. Coming up, Bill Cowher and the Al Duke song for Tom Brady and the New England Jet game. Right after this on The Fan, as we broadcast live from Mohegan Sun. You can do better than that. In the Wolf's Den. Lord and Taylor's been in business for 185 years.
The problem with children is that they all grow up. Of course, there's always an exception.
Whatever goes on out there, we're going to have fun in here.
The Dan Patrick Show, today from 10 to 1 on MSG+.
Tonight on MSG, who says hurricane season is over? The Rangers say so. Rangers Canes, tonight on MSG.
Small businesses are the lifeblood of our communities.
On November 26th, you can make a huge impact by shopping small on Small Business Saturday.
One purchase. One purchase is all it takes.
So pick your favorite local business.
Enjoying the movement. I pledge to shop small at Big Top Candy Shop.
Allen's Boots.
At Juno Baby Store.
Make the pledge to shop small.
Please.
Shop small on Small Business Saturday.
I'm a streaker. I'm 300 pounds, painted blue, and apart from the cleats, I'm completely naked.
Go State!
Oops. And if you've got 15-minute insurance, it might not pay for this. So get Allstate. You can save cash and be better protected from mayhem. Like me.
Shop less, get more. Make one call to an Allstate agent.
Are you ready
Sir, we need your help answering a question.
to get
This person needs help winning some money. Let's do this. Let's do this.
quizzed in the face?
Sir, does Courtney Love just keep getting better?
She couldn't get worse.
Oh, my God!
When the history of this season is written, it'll be written in the mud, sweat, and tears of the combatants and on the carpet of your vehicle.
unless you have WeatherTech floor liners. WeatherTech liners are laser measured to custom fit and protect your specific make and model. Dirt and spills stay in the liner until you wash them away. Order your WeatherTech floor liners at WeatherTech.com or call 1-800-CarMats. Don't wait. Order your WeatherTech protection today. Complete protection, completely American made at WeatherTech.com.
This Dodge event will blow your stockings off, featuring a stellar new lineup with best-in-class power, all new refined interiors, and 31 highway MPG. Get the year's best deals at the Dodge Big Finish event. During the Big Finish event, lease the 2012 Dodge Durango SXT all-wheel drive for $339 a month for well-qualified lessees.
What's that great old saying about strangers? They're just friends you haven't met yet. Among life's millions of moments, some of the very best are made by Mohegan Sun. When it's your time to shine, come see us.
This is New York swagger. This is New York grit. This is New York hospitality. This is New York heart. This is New York hockey. This is the New York Rangers. Tickets on sale now.
I got this city thank you card and started earning loads of points.
Okay, we'll leave that there for now. You got a weather balloon with points. Yes, I did.
Points I could use for just about anything.
Keep on going in this direction. Just take this bridge over here. There it is.
So I used mine to get a whole new perspective.
Write your story with the Citi Thank You Premier Card. With no point caps and points that don't expire. Get started at thankyoucard.citi.com.
It's sick. You can put like a force field on him and like be invisible for like a minute.
I call first player.
No,
well, I already called.
Nobody's playing anything until after we get our homework done. Thank you.
Hello? Test drive's not over yet.
It's practically yours.
Hello?
But we still need your signature. Volkswagen Sign Then Drive is back, and it's never been easier to get the all-new Passat. That's the power of German engineering. Get 0 first month's payment, 0 down, 0 security deposit, and 0 do-it signing on any new Volkswagen. Visit VWDealer.com.
I joined the Navy when I was 19.
I was a commissioned officer at 23.
I was in avionics.
Tactical telecommunications.
Squad leader. I think the hardest transition as you get further in the military is you know it's going to end one day.
Chase hired me to be a personal banker.
And business analyst.
Manager.
I'm very proud to work for Chase.
When you hire a veteran, you get
great leadership,
decisiveness, focus.
Chase knows when you hire a veteran, you're hiring America's best.
Chase is proud to help 100,000 veterans find jobs at home.
This hour of Boomer and Carton is brought to you by Dodge. Built for people who love cars, to drive fast past people who don't care about cars at all.
Not Dan Marino, but the second most intelligent guy on the panel next to my man Boomer, Mr. Bill Cowher. Coach, how you been, buddy?
It's great talking to the second most intelligent guy on the set this morning. How you doing, Carton?
You talking to Booms there?
No, listen, I appreciate that. Both of you guys think that I'm intellectual. That's very good.
I know, especially for a jock, right?
Yeah, that's right. Coach, how you doing, all right?
Doing great, Boom.
All right, good.
Yeah, you know, it's funny. Before I get to the serious stuff we're going to talk to you about, I played a clip of a video the other day, Bill. The very first game that Boomer Esiason ever did for Monday Night Football with that wonderful partner, Al Michaels, and Dan Dierdorf, was the Hall of Fame game that you coached, Bill, after you guys lost the AFC Championship game to Denver, going up against Tampa Bay. You have any recollection of that?
I do. I kind of faintly recollect preseason games don't stick too much into my mind. But
you know what I remember about that game, though, Coach, from my standpoint, was that you had just come off losing a Super Bowl.
AFC Championship
game, excuse me. And then I put the pressure right on you that day. As if Coach Cowher doesn't get back to the Super Bowl, you got to fire him. You got to get rid of him.
Some things haven't changed after all these years.
That's right.
Bill, I have to ask you about the Penn State nonsense. I don't know how well or if you know Joe Paterno at all, but and I don't want to put words in your mouth, but I would assume that, you know, having read everything now and been up to date with all the disgusting things that took place there or allegedly took place there, that you agree with the decision by the Penn State Board of Trustees to relieve Joe Paterno of his job?
Yeah, you know what, Carton, I've obviously grown up in Pittsburgh, and Joe Paterno is someone that was idolized in that area. And, you know, in the coaching ranks, I know Joe Paterno, tremendous respect for him and really that whole university and what they stand for. And certainly, you know, what the events have taken place over the last over the last week, but the last couple of days have just been, you know, I think it's turned a lot of the emotions of a lot of people. I think the right judgment has come down. I don't think Joe should be coaching. I hope that he was given the opportunity to step down. And I think we all need to wait and be careful how much we pass judgment because we just don't know what he knew. But certainly there is a burden of responsibility goes with that position. If anybody you bring into your staff or on your team that you have to be held accountable to. So, you know, don't want to be too judgmental without knowing all the facts. But the only thing I just wished is, and maybe he wasn't given the opportunity, but to at least gone out and step down on his own. I hope that he was given that opportunity.
Well, he didn't want to do it. I mean, he basically put out a PR statement before the Board of Trustees met Bill and said, listen, don't worry about me. I'm going to resign at the end of the season.
Right.
And then the Board of Trustees said, no, I don't think so. You will do what we tell you because we're running this we're running this school. And basically, you've run the school amok under supporting your defense coordinator, Jerry Sandusky.
You know what's interesting, Bill? And you know, because I know we all feel so strong about it, and not me more than anyone, but everyone, the despicable things that happen there. But, you know, it's interesting to me. There's people have this weird thing. To me, it's weird because I don't know Joe Paterno at all, and I know he's meant a lot in a good way to a lot of people, where it's almost like people that know him or in coaching ranks like yourself are having a real tough time connecting this to him or being willing to come out there as people that don't know Joe Paterno, who, like myself, say, of course you fire him immediately because he knew this went on and did nothing to prevent it or stop this Sandusky from ever coming back to the campus with children in the future. And I can't wrap my head around why guys like yourself, and, you know, we had Coach Billigan yesterday, and you hear a lot of these guys that are out in the coaching profession, both college and pro, are having such a tough time just being definitive saying, of course you fire him. What happened is disgusting. End of conversation.
Well, you know what, Carton, listen, there's no question that, you know, there was negligence on his part to some degree. And again, you know, what he knew and what was going on, you know, again, I don't want to be judgmental from that standpoint. And again, I don't want to lose sight of the fact that, you know, Jerry Sandusky is the one that has been indicted here, and Joe Paterno hasn't. And so, you know, again, there is negligence, there is responsibility, there is accountability that takes place as well. And certainly he needs to be held accountable for some of the things that happen with people that he hires and he's responsible for. I don't disagree with that at all. But until you know exactly what was being told, what the information was, this is a guy, again, that has not been indicted. I just think that, yes, he should be relieved of his duties. And I just think over the course of time that he has put into that university, I think he's owed the opportunity to step down on his own behalf, even though I know Boomie said he wouldn't earlier. That thing took off like a fire yesterday, and I think as information came out, and as it did come out, at some point, if he said, no, you need to do it now, if he said, no, I'm not, then yes, you do fire him. So, again, I don't know what the actual conversation was, but I do know that, yes, he should be held accountable. He should not be coaching there. But let's not lose sight of the fact that, you know, Jerry Sandusky is a man that was indicted. And it doesn't make anything less. You cannot turn your back. I understand that. You need to turn it in, and you need to follow up with that. It's awful for the victims. I feel terrible for the victims. I have 3 daughters myself, and the thought of that happening with someone of that age sitting there with my kids, and that is awful. And particularly on a college campus where you sit there and have camps and high school camps and have this man around kids like that, it's a sickening thought, and I am the first one to admit to that. So there was some degree of negligence. But again, until we have all the facts, I just thought it was handled very, very briskly, very abruptly, and to somewhat, again, if he said no, then boom, then you go ahead and fire him. But at least give the man a chance, and maybe they did, and that's why I don't want to be judgmental. Maybe they did. He said no, and then, then you are relieved. So, again, it's unfortunate. The victims are the kids, and really that's the bottom line, and they did what they had to do.
All right, let's do some NFL football with you. Obviously, game of the week for us here in New York, New England Patriots, Jets. And as I break this down and put my little sports hat on, Bill, I mean, I think the Jets are a better football team than New England. How about you?
I agree with you. I think there's some real issues right now up in New England. And the only thing I will say is, with this New England team is, Tom Brady is always a guy that I think he himself can beat any one team. I do believe they have a lot of issues. They got issues not just on the defensive side, which I think is Boom and I we sat there and watched them every week, and so Carton of you. This is a horrid defense. This is a defense that I don't care what you do schematically. They don't have people that can rush the quarterback. They have nobody that can cover. They're great for any offense to get their confidence when you play against them. But their offense still does have Tom Brady. It still has Wes Welker. It still has Banta Kane. So, I mean, you worry a little bit, or Ben Jarvis Green Ellis. I mean, you still worry about the fact that Tom Brady in himself can win football games.
Hey, Bill, we're talking to Bill Cowher. What's the book on stopping the Patriot offense now? The last 3 weeks, including, your ex-team, the Pittsburgh Steelers, have really put the dime to them, and they haven't scored over 20 points. So in your estimation, from a defensive standpoint, you're Rex Ryan. What is the book on the Patriots right now?
Well, I think a little bit of Rex Ryan is kind of like he initiated this. I think everyone took a little bit of a blueprint from him. But I think, Boom, there's three things. Number one, they have no outside speed. So you don't have to defend outside the numbers. There's no speed out there that's going to beat you down the field. You get in their face, and you just take them out of the game. So your safeties never have to get outside the numbers. And then they can't beat bump and run. You get Wes Welker on the line of scrimmage. I'm telling you, they're tight ends. They cannot beat bump and run. They'll try to do good crossing routes. So all you're having to do is defend the middle of the field, Boom. I mean, I really do believe that this offense is very limited right now, and the fact that they have no outside speed, they can't beat bump and run, and all you got to do is defend the middle of the field in the passing game. They have to try to get back to running the football, but that's not what they are. They've lost that identity in running the football, so they're really kind of in a quandary in my mind on offense.
It's kind of interesting. Like I said, Dallas, they beat them 20-16. They lose to Pittsburgh 25-17, and then they lose to the Giants 24-20. And I would think that if you're Bill Belichick, and everybody knows the book on you now, that just like you said, you have no outside speed, you can't get down the field, that maybe you come out this week against the Jets knowing that you're going to get a lot of press coverage, and you say to Chad Ochocinco, this has got to be your coming out party, son, and if it's not, then you're not going to be here. Is there a chance that we see them be more aggressive now and try to throw the ball down the field simply because the last 3 weeks they've been so stifled offensively?
Well, and I think the only way they can do that, Boom, honestly, because I watched them and their protection looks like it's not as good, I think they have to come out and run the football. And I think the only way they can do that, by doing that, then you can set up the play action. I think they've gotten away from the play action pass because the play action pass not only gives you time for players to get down the field when they don't have speed, but it also, as you know, it gives you better protection because you have more guys in protecting. So I think protection is going to be a big key for him, particularly playing in that stadium on a Sunday night when the tackles are already going to be kind of on a limb. Now, we all remember, Bill Belichick. I mean, he can sit there and he'll come out with a game plan that no one ever saw before. 2 tight ends, spread it out, protect the corners of the tackles by lining those tight ends out there so you give Brady some time. He did that when he went to Indianapolis and had a great game plan on a Monday night and beat Indianapolis. He has a way of coming up with a certain game plan, but I'm going to tell you, I just think he's got limited athletes right now that he's dealing with.
Yeah, and it's funny, Bill, you talked to Bill Cowher. It's like Peyton Manning in Indianapolis. If you look at the 3 games that New England's lost this year, you just in reverse order, obviously they were beating the Giants with 1:50 to go this past week. Pittsburgh, I think we all agree, really took advantage of them. But that being said, New England had the ball with a chance to tie the game in the last couple minutes. And the loss against Buffalo, 4 interceptions by Brady, and they still had a chance to win that game in the fourth quarter. So this is not a team that gets blown out because they have Tom Brady. And even though Belichick amazingly has, maybe the worst defense in the league, and it's Bill Belichick, they're still in every game they lost with a chance to win the game on arguably the best quarterback in the league's arm.
And there's no question about that. And yet, but they still, every time you look up, they're putting guys on IR. It's a no-name secondary. I just get worried about the fact is how much. I think Brady's been remarkable in keeping them in these games, to be honest with you. And and again, the defense will be making plays as they make plays. But I think, again, this is a team that on the road right now. And they were playing at home and lost at home against the Giants. I can just see the last couple weeks that this team is spiraling downward.
The good thing for New England is that they have Kansas City, the Colts, the Broncos, and the Dolphins still on their schedule. So they're going to be a part of this, even if they lose to the Jets Sunday night.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. They'll beat Kansas City next Monday night. Then they're going to go at Philadelphia. Philadelphia's no great shakes. Yep. At Washington, at Denver, at home versus Miami, and at home versus Buffalo.
Let's flip the script, though. Giants Frisco, 6-2, 7-1. I mean, who would think that Alex Smith could ever lead his team to a 7-1 record? But whatever Harbaugh is doing there, everyone's buying into. It's a good football team. They beat teams on the road. And now you get a home game against the Giants coming off. There's such a big win against New England. The fear would be, and I wonder as a coach if you would address this, would your biggest fear be the letdown of such a big win against New England, getting your team amped up again on the road, West Coast, or no?
I don't think so. Not when you're playing a team at 7-1. I don't think there's a worry about getting up for that. And you look at San Francisco, and it reminds me. I look at what Jim Harbaugh has done out there, and I just remember my first year in Pittsburgh in 1992. We came in and we wanted to run the football. We had Bobby Brister and Neil O'Donnell, and we didn't have a great passing attack, but we ended up with a 12 or 11-5 record. We had a home field advantage throughout the playoffs. By running the football and playing good defense, and that's kind of what they're doing. They're ugly wins, but they're winning, and they're going to win. This team can win 13 games, and they could be the second seed, and all you're going to do is play one home playoff game, and you can be playing in a championship game. So you can say what you want about how the style they play, but that is a good football team.
And they'll have the division wrapped up by Thanksgiving.
And take a look at this, Bill. They play New York at home today. Then it's Arizona next week at Baltimore. Tough game for them. And they've actually done well coming east. Then it's St. Louis. Then it's Arizona. Then it's Pittsburgh at home. Then it's Seattle. And then it's St. Louis.
It's garbage. They'll have the division wrapped up in 2 weeks.
This is a 13-3, 12-4 team. They'll wrap up the division. And at worst, they'll have the number 2 seed in the NFC playoffs.
Yeah, and one home win, and you're playing in a championship game.
That's right.
That ain't bad. It could happen. No,
I know their run defense is badass. I think they're number 1 in the league right now. No Ahmad Bradshaw, so you figure Eli 35-40 passes. Obviously, the Giants have more than just a shot. They're a very good football team. But if I'm guessing correctly here, you like Frisco in this game?
Yeah, but I tell you what, the Giants, there's something. I think Tom Coughlin does a great job of taking these guys on the road. I mean, I'll tell you what I like about the Giants. Number one, I love the way Eli's playing, and if he can keep playing the way he's doing it, he's making good decisions. He made one bad decision last week, threw an interception in the end zone, but I do like they can rush the quarterback. I mean, this is a team that can rush the quarterback without exposing their secondary. They can do it with 4 guys. And they can run the football. I think they're not going to have Bradshaw, but Wade Jacobs ran last week. I think they're still going to be fine. Again, they're a team that they have all the elements. I think this will be a big challenge for them. I think it's hard to go to New England and go back to back and go to San Francisco across the country. But I tell you, this has been a good team that plays well on the road. So it would not surprise me if they come out and play well.
Hey, Bill, I got good news for you.
Yes, sir. What's that?
Boomer's invited me over to his place to watch the Jet game Sunday night, and I can bring a friend. So I don't know what your plans are Sunday night, but if you want to, I'll pick you up over there at the studios. We can go over to Boomer's.
Coach and I will be spending 12 hours together on Sunday.
Yeah,
we don't want to spend any more time with each other.
Yeah, Carton, this is not about you, but I will spend all day with Boomer on Sunday. He's the last person I want to be with Sunday night. So,
if
you want to go somewhere else, you and I can talk about this off the air.
All right, you know what? You're out, Boomer.
Me
and Coach are going to, you name the place, maybe I don't know, your place, Bill's fine. You name the place, I'll bring a 6-pack and some pizza, and we'll have a nice night.
Oh, it'll be great. Love watching Jets play on Sunday night.
And even better with me, because I'm good company.
Right, and you're a big Jet fan. Biggest Jet fan ever.
I'm a lot of fun. That's what people say, at least.
I know.
Bill, listen, we'll see you on TV Sunday at noon. Thank you for the time, and be well.
All right, take care, partner.
See you, Coach. Take care.
So, Coach Cowher, very nice, right?
Good man.
You're out.
Yeah, I'm out. That's good.
Listen,
I'm glad.
I move right along.
I don't mind at all. You know, I think you and he should forge a friendship.
We already have, Booms.
Good. Buddy, I think you should expand it.
You know what I do whenever I'm hanging out with Bill?
Wouldn't it be great? Because then now I have a distraction in his life.
Yeah, but Bill loves when I do it. I always go.
Yeah, you stick out your chin.
I do my chin.
You put your chin out.
Yeah.
He loves that, huh?
Yeah, he likes when I do that.
Yeah, okay.
I put it out there.
That's good.
Like, you should, next time you have dinner with him,
right.
do what he likes when you order dinner.
Yeah.
And the waiter goes, what would you like? So you go, I'll have the steak tartare.
I'm not doing that.
Boomer and Carton on the Fan. We got Randy Cross later this morning, our award-winning NFL picks. But next, Al Dukes, a live performance of his brand new song about beating Tom Brady right here in the Wolf's Den at Mohegan Sun.
All right here at Mohegan Sun.
Oh, yeah.
There's so much more than a casino, and we saw that.
I joined the Navy when I was 19. I spent 4 years in the military, and I served a tour in Iraq. All the skills that I learned in the military are very transferable into the corporate and real world. Chase hired me to be a personal banker. The 100,000 Jobs mission has definitely helped me get my foot in the door. Chase is giving opportunities to vets who don't think that there's any opportunity out there. Chase and these other companies are getting a great deal when they hire veterans.
Be right back.
What are you guys doing here?
We're not here. We're figments of your imagination.
You're thinking about all that Rocky Mountain cold refreshment at our tailgate. Dude, in 3 hours, you will be enjoying Coors Light.
I want to get my hands on that can.
Bill!
Hey.
Frost brewed Coors Light, the world's most refreshing beer.
Hey, does this make my butt look big?
This is Carl Banks, one of the best linebackers to ever wear a Giants uniform. So one of the best, period. And there isn't anything he doesn't know about Giants football, their plays, their tactics, their mindset. And he's ready to get us ready to... Wait, Carl! Save it for Sunday. Giants opening drive live Sunday morning at 10 on MSG.
I don't want to get up. I don't want to go to work. I hate mornings. Great, I have 20 minutes. No time for coffee. Hello, my friend.
Can't get it together in the morning? Try 5 Hour Energy. It's simple, effective, and unlike coffee, it's ready right now. No waiting, no hassle.
Let's do this.
5 Hour Energy, the no wait, no hassle way to a great morning.
I got this Citi thank you card and started earning loads of points.
Okay, we'll leave that there for now. You got a weather balloon with points. Yes, I did.
Points I could use for just about anything.
Keep on going in this direction. Just take this bridge over here. There it is.
So I used mine to get a whole new perspective.
Write your story with the Citi Thank You Premier Card. With no point caps and points that don't expire. Get started at thankyoucard.citi.com.
It's a dirty job, but somebody's gotta love it. But the mud, the water, the sand, the concrete isn't as lovable to your vehicle's interior. Because even if you have those ordinary mats, all kinds of permanent stains find their way off those mats and onto your floors anyway. Unless you have WeatherTech floor liners. WeatherTech liners are laser measured to custom fit and perfectly protect your specific make and model, front, back, even up the sides. So your job's little permanent reminders go into the liner and stay in the liner until you wash them away. You can find your WeatherTech floor liners at WeatherTech.com. Just enter your vehicle make and model, select the liner and color, and say goodbye to all those little resale robbing reminders. Questions? Give us a call at 1-800-CAR-MATS and learn how WeatherTech floor liners stand up to the toughest jobs at WeatherTech.com. WeatherTech floor liners. Complete protection, completely American made at WeatherTech.com.
I was in South Korea, I was in Germany, I was in Iraq. I think the hardest transition as you get further in the military is you know it's going to end one day. And that's why I'm doing the job I'm doing now at Chase, helping them hire veterans through the 100,000 Jobs mission. Because Chase understands if you want an organization that's going to grow, that has a basis in ethics, and get the engine running again in America, why wouldn't you want to hire the veteran?
When it's your meal ticket, when it's your statement, protect it with Prestone. Engineering lasting relationships between cars and owners since 1927. When you own it, Prestone it.
This Dodge event will blow your stockings off, featuring a stellar new lineup with best-in-class power, all new refined interiors, and 31 highway MPG. Get the year's best deals at the Dodge Big Finish event. During the Big Finish event, lease the 2012 Journey SXT for $269 a month for well-qualified lessees.
This hour of Boomer and Carton is brought to you by Dodge. Built for people who love cars, to drive fast past people who don't care about cars at all. Traffic and weather is brought to you by Dodge.
Stall is being moved to the shoulder just outside the North Tube on the Jersey side, so 10-minute delays. Outbound, inbound, going to cost you about 40 minutes. George, much better. There's really no backup to report. Holland Tunnel is good, too. FDR Harlem River Drive, northbound after the Battery Park underpass. We had a manhole cover. It went missing. Then they found it. So all lanes are cleared. Southbound, you're doing okay. Alternate side of the street parking rules suspended today for Veterans Day. Meter rules apply, and the parade will be happening in between 11 and 3 up 5th Avenue between 23rd and 56th. The WFAN forecast, sunshine, windy, 52, 43. And sunshine. I'm Tracy Burgess with the Fan Highway Patrol.
It's the morning show with Boomer Esiason and Craig Carton.
All right, it's Boomer and Carton on the Fan. Live at Mohegan Sun in the Wolf's Den. We love being here. Just met Thomas Cantone, who runs the sports entertainment here. They're killing it in the arena.
They are killing it.
I know you have, who's performing here a little bit later this month?
Jennifer Lopez.
She was already here.
Oh, she was
I think she was here a few weeks ago, yeah.
All right,
you got my main man, Rob Thomas, from... Matchbox 20 here, love
your
him.
boys Neo and P. Diddy are
No, again, it's not
Bob
Neo
Seger.
P. Diddy, dude.
What do you mean it's not Neo and P. Diddy?
It's Jay-Z
These are the guys
and
who were
Kanye
at Victoria's
West.
Secret, the same guys.
Yes, but
Neo and P.
their
Diddy.
names are not Neo and P. Diddy. It's
who are
Kanye
they?
West and Jay-Z. You saw them live with me.
I thought that was Neo and P. Diddy.
Not Neo and P. Diddy. Sorry.
And
anyway, they're performing here too, those guys.
All right.
All right.
We're going to get the Al song here one of these days.
All right, so Al Duke. So everyone loves Al Duke's song?
Oh, yeah.
Of course, with the Jets playing against the Patriots, we go right after Tom Brady again. Now, last week for the Giants, you did it to the Justin Bieber classic, Baby, Baby.
Yeah.
What new ditty have you done for us this week?
Well, that was such good luck for the Giants that I did the same thing, and I was a little lazy this week, and I just changed the lyrics and put the Jets players' names in there. But it rhymes terrific.
No, but you used the same exact song?
Well, not exactly, because like I said, I tailored it to the Jets.
So let me ask you this question. I know we're on remote here and everything.
Yeah.
Are you going to lip sync like Kylie Minogue did the other day?
It was not Kylie Minogue. It was
Who
Nicki
was that?
Minaj.
Who was that?
It was Nicki Minaj.
Aren't they the same person?
No.
They're not the same person?
Kylie Minogue's 50 and
Right.
white.
Okay.
Nicki Minaj is like 23 and black.
Minogue, Minaj, funicular.
You're so old.
What are you talking about?
It was Nicki Minaj.
I am so hip, it's not
You know
even
Super
funny.
Bass?
Who's that?
Nicki Minaj,
Okay,
not
all right.
Kylie Minogue,
All right.
who did a great remake
Right.
of Locomotion back in 1987 when I was a freshman in college. Oh,
Right.
boy. All right, so what do you got, Al?
So I'm going to do it to Justin Bieber's Baby, Baby.
All right, sir.
Great.
Looking
Now,
around at this
Does
audience.
he have a baby, by the way?
No.
Paternity test
false.
on the Maury Povich show next Wednesday.
Okay.
False story.
It is a
All right,
false
so what do you
story?
got? Let's
Well, I'm
go.
looking around at this crowd, and I think most of these people look like they probably own the Justin Bieber CD. So I'm
Right.
hoping that when we hit the chorus, even though I'll be lip syncing, everyone will sing along.
Wait, so you're really not going to do the song live?
Well, because of the technical issues.
He's lazy.
I'm not lazy. The technical, I don't want to get too technical for the audience, but being on remote.
All right, so you're going to lip sync it, and you want the audience to sing the hook with you.
Yeah, if the audience can sing the hook with me, you'll catch on. It's not very complicated.
Ladies and gentlemen.
No, so wait a minute. If you're watching on MSG,
yeah,
just
Well,
make
who
sure
knows
that
what goes on with that.
Yeah, no, but just make sure that you're on point with the lip sync.
Ladies and gentlemen, the brand new anthem song about Tom Brady, but this one is skewed towards the Jets. Hit him, Al.
Where's Dominique? Dominique, hit it. Where are you? Where is she?
Good.
Oh, turn that up.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Whoa, whoa.
Al, you got to lip sync.
Yeah. Here we go.
Whoa, whoa.
Jesus.
I just don't like him. It's not that fair. I am a bald man. He has great hair. He gets to go home, smash out Giselle. I hope that Calvin Pace gets in and rings his bell. And we got Sanchez, Santonio, a leaping Keller, and Plaxico. And we got LT. He don't smoke crack. Let's get back to the ground and pound attack.
Everyone.
I wanna beat Brady.
Brady.
Oh, Tom Brady. Brady. Oh, beat Brady. Oh, I know that we'll win this
Now
time.
for real this time, everyone.
Beat Brady.
Brady.
Oh, Tom Brady. Oh, beat Brady.
This song.
Oh, I know that we'll win this time.
All right, more lip syncing.
And you got Wes Welker, and he's the one Revis will surely cover. And the tight end with the porn girl. For the right price, she'll take you round the world. We got the pieces. Now fans, just trust me. Win this week, and we got Super Bowl dreams. Pats are going down. And in the playoffs, that's where we'll be found. I wanna beat Brady. Oh, Tom Brady. Oh, beat Brady. Oh, I know that we'll win this time. Beat Brady. Oh, Tom Brady. Oh, beat Brady. Oh, I know that we'll win this time.
Terrible job by the audience. Embarrassed yourself.
If you'd like to be,
Oh God.
if you would like to be the new producer of the Boomer and Carton show, send your producer resumes to Boomer and Carton, 345 Hudson Street, New York 10014. It's been good working with you, though, Al. Lip syncing a bad song.
You know what, Al? I thought that was pretty good.
Thank you, Boomer. I appreciate that.
Here's Jerry Rella with an update. Jerome, what you got?
Brought to you by HBO's 24/7 Pacquiao Marquez, Saturday nights at 10, and by Oxford from United Healthcare, helping you grow healthy. Thursday Night Football kicked off the week in the NFL with Oakland winning in San Diego.
By the way,
Okay?
you know the worst part about this? That stupid song's going to stick in my head all day now.
Right, I know.
Right? Beat Brady. Oh! What happened last night in the game, Jerry?
Here to hit it, Max.
Palmer throws, end zone, caught by Moore, touchdown, rainbow delivery by Carson Palmer.
Ian Eagle on the fan. Palmer with 2 touchdown passes. Oakland beating San Diego 24-17. Here's Hugh Jackson says, big win. A lot more work to do, though.
Trust me, it's a huge win for a football team and for this organization, but that's just one.
Phillip Rivers says, we were 4-1 once, and now we're 4-5.
Certainly at 4-1, I didn't expect us to be 4-5, but we are.
And fading quickly, as a matter of fact,
well, at
as
least
well.
he's got the facts down, right?
Yeah, Jets and Patriots Sunday night. Here's Rex Ryan talking about the uncoverable Wes Welker, unless...
He's a guy that's almost impossible to cover in the slot, unless you have Reeves.
That's right.
Hey, by the way, now, because all you guys keep saying they have no deep threat at all on the outside,
right?
Don't you just put Revis on Welker the whole game?
Absolutely.
One-on-one, that's his guy.
Go beat our best guy.
Right.
Now, but what they'll do is, they're not just going to line up Wes Welker on a line of scrimmage and say, go beat Darrelle Revis.
Right.
They're going to put him in motion. They'll put him in bunch formations. They'll try to rub, a couple picks and all this other stuff. So they can do things on offense to get him away from Darrelle Revis.
Okay.
Here is Revis on the matchup.
We're in the same conference. We got to see these guys twice. And, if you go to the playoffs, you probably see them again.
And Rex says we haven't lost at MetLife Stadium yet, and we don't expect to.
Without question, our fans are going to be ready. They're going to be excited about this game and be there throughout that whole game.
New York, New England, Buffalo all tied atop the AFC East at 5-3. Giants, Niners on Sunday. Here's Tom Coughlin on the health of Hakeem Nicks.
He did warm up well, and he took a few plays, and he's definitely in the right direction.
He warmed up. He's feeling better. He's going to. It looks like he's going to play. Ahmad Bradshaw, however, not going to play.
Right.
Brendan Jacobs will. And someone else.
You know, Brandon Jacobs against the San Francisco 49ers
brutal.
is not a great matchup.
Here's that line. I'll give it to you right now. 17 carries, 32 yards.
Ugh.
Right.
Yeah, listen, they're number one against the run. And ain't like Brandon Jacobs makes guys miss.
Right.
He's like Godzilla, walking down the street. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
What was that?
That was my Godzilla. I can't really do Godzilla. It's a tough voice to do. I mean, can you do a Godzilla voice?
I can't.
Come on, give it a try.
Right, it's very hard to do Godzilla. That's more, Triceratops coming in on Godzilla.
Can you do it, Godzilla? You're good at your...
I am very good at these.
Do a Godzilla.
Tarzan, you're great at Tarzan.
Tarzan, I kill, right.
Would you rather do Chewbacca or you want to do Godzilla?
Oh, I'm good at Chewbacca.
Give me your Chewbacca. Al wants to do Chewbacca.
What do you want, Al?
Go ahead, turn on Al's mic, please.
I'd like to do Chewbacca.
Go ahead.
That's pretty good. I'll use Chewbacca, Jerry. Watch Star Wars.
Let me hear Godzilla. That's not. Give me Godzilla,
Lion. Godzilla?
Godzilla, yeah.
That's close.
I don't know.
Al, I want to hear yours again.
This show does well in the ratings?
Yes. I just want to hear yours again.
Go ahead.
A Godzilla or
No, Chewbacca.
Wait, hold on.
Somebody pick up the phone.
What else you got, Jerry? Wow.
What else? I don't know.
Ratings grabber right there, 18-35.
I'm shocked people are listening to this right now.
I mean, I can't talk about Penn State after that.
Do what you gotta do.
The NBA, David Stern made another proposal to the union Thursday night. Here is Stern.
There are many teams that don't like every aspect of our revised proposal.
This guy, it's like my sociology professor. There are many teams.
You know,
that
I know
are
exactly what
in
they're trying to do.
Favor.
I know exactly
of what we're doing.
Yes.
And Mr. Carton, we'll meet you after class again.
I guarantee you that if Amari Stoudemire and Carmelo had to sit in those meetings, it'd be...
By the way, instead of going to those meetings yesterday,
you're trying to put them to sleep.
Carmelo Anthony and Amari Stoudemire, as we like to call them on this show, Stat Mello, they were on a certain street we all grew up with. You know what street that was, don't you? Sesame Street.
Perfect.
That's right. Elmo was teaching them how to count.
Right.
They were teaching Elmo letters and stuff.
Good.
And the Knickerbockers was nice.
Yeah, very nice.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else, Joe? You done?
Here's Derek Fisher.
At this point, we've decided to, end things for now, take a step back.
And they're going to look at it and hopefully have a decision by Tuesday. If they agree, we could have a season starting mid-December. It'll be about 72 games or so.
All righty, sir.
Albert Pujols will meet with the Marlins over the weekend. The Islanders lost to the Avalanche 4-3. Tonight, the Rangers host the Hurricanes. And the one thing about the Penn State-Nebraska game, I guess Paterno has said he will not go to it. Because there was some question.
Oh, yeah,
he
he'd
might
be such
have
a
actually
douche if
gone
he went to the game, yo.
But it looks like he will not be going.
Could you imagine him going to the game? It's like when Pete Rose goes to the Hall of Fame, but he can't get in.
Right.
So he stands outside the Hall of Fame and signs autographs.
Yeah.
Can you imagine Joe Paterno showing up for the game?
Well,
what a jackass move that would be.
It's a completely different set of circumstances.
No, obviously, I'm giving you a point of a guy that is now estranged from what he was a part of.
But I'm just saying, I think more interesting than anything else is going to be the actual environment at Penn State.
I think it's going to be a zoo. Both ways.
You're going to get both sides. You're going to get these, I don't want to say apologists, but supporters of Joe Paterno, and they're going to try to make their statements. And I would hope that they would be smarter than that, but unfortunately,
you know how it's going to play, especially talking about teenage kids.
I just saw, listen, I saw the governor's press conference yesterday, and he was trying to tell kids, listen, this is all of our universities. This is your university. This is our university as the Board of Trustees. Let's send the right message, please.
Right.
And hopefully these kids will
Well,
get it.
you're going to have some yahoos out there, too.
Right.
By the way, tomorrow night, something's happening for the first time. And I know I'm pretty excited about it.
It's like an asteroid coming by.
No, not an asteroid. Tomorrow night, I guess it's at 10 o'clock on Fox.
Oh.
UFC, MMA fighting on network TV, first time ever.
And the big question about that,
UFC at least.
I know that, but the big question about that is, will they kind of safen? I don't
think they're going to. Not with.
They're just going to let it rip.
Not with Dana White. There's no possible way that they won't have a real fight with the real UFC type of ending. And for those of you that have no social plans tomorrow, I'm not going to hang out with you, but tomorrow night at 10 o'clock, UFC on Fox, which is badass, I think.
Well,
and I think it's going to be huge. It's very successful.
Remember they tried this with CBS, but it wasn't.
9 o'clock.
But it wasn't.
There's Strike Force on CBS,
and they kind of.
Well, what they did is they sanitized it to a point.
That's it.
Because CBS, and I guess rightfully so to a point, was concerned about how people were going to react to the Tiffany network, broadcasting that type of event.
And it didn't work.
And it pissed everyone off because the diehard fans of UFC hated the ending of it.
Right.
Because it wasn't a legitimate ending of a UFC fight. Well, it wasn't UFC, MMA fight. And then the people that, that are your, at the time, your typical Saturday night audience for CBS were aghast at how could you dare show that.
Right.
So CBS was in a no-win spot
So
there.
Fox is the better
Fox,
spot.
100% it's better for Fox because the audience has a different level of expectation for what Fox is going to show. I give CBS credit because they were trailblazers in it.
Right.
They went first. They didn't have the UFC, which hurt them. But at least CBS tried it first. It just didn't work out for them.
Will you give it a look-see or no?
Tomorrow night at 10 o'clock?
Yeah.
I mean, I'd like to think I'm doing something tomorrow night at 10 o'clock.
Okay.
But I will certainly TiVo it.
Okay, good.
All right.
Good for
Didn't
you.
CBS, well, not CBS, but didn't they try to force Kimbo Slice down our throat, too?
Yes, because Kimbo Slice was this,
Twitter
YouTube sensation.
YouTube sensation.
And to this day, if you put Kimbo Slice in the ring, people want to see him.
Even though he's not really an MMA fighter. Yeah.
He can't fight in MMA. But you know what? He's boxing now.
Yep.
And, if that guy could really learn how to box, right, I assume he's a heavyweight.
He would be an interest.
He would absolutely be an interest. But, these guys, a street fighter can't box with a legitimate trained boxer. Much like a boxer can't fight an MMA guy unless he tags him once and drops him. Because those guys will take you right to the ground. You're done.
Speaking of boxing, isn't our colleague Tony Page out in Vegas for the
I
big
believe
fight
he's out in
tonight?
Vegas for the Pacquiao-Marquez fight, yes.
Right.
So hopefully Tony...
Is this the third time those two guys are meeting?
If you say so, yes.
Okay.
That's right.
All right. I was just wondering if we want to talk a little boxing.
Not really.
I mean,
no one cares about boxing.
No, it's a sports talk show.
I know, but no one cares about boxing anymore.
Oh, okay. Some people
HBO's
do.
dying a slow death.
Yeah, I know they are.
And they're trying to get it back, and their 24/7 program's awesome. And that's
the program around the boxing is
great.
great. The problem is that you don't have enough quality fighters.
Put it this way, Saturday night at 9 o'clock, you watching Marquez Pacquiao on pay-per-view, or you watching MMA on Fox if you're a fight fan?
Well, Fox, it's free.
Right. 100% right.
Right.
You don't even need cable.
Yeah, but you know what? Pacquiao is a fascinating person.
Hey, he's the best fighter there is, I
That's
guess.
what I'm saying. So why wouldn't you want to watch that?
Because you have to pay for it.
Well, I got to pay for everything else.
I don't have to pay for Fox.
Yeah,
it's
you
part
do.
of my cable plan.
Yeah, but are you paying a cable bill?
It's like $20 a month. Fox comes with it.
Are you paying a cable bill?
Of course I am,
So
yes.
you're paying for it.
But I'm not specifically paying for Fox. I'm paying for HBO, for Showtime, for Channel J with Robin Bird, for all the things I really enjoy.
But you're paying for it.
Yes, I'm paying for it.
Okay.
Two people got the Robin Bird reference there, right?
All right, we got it.
Mm-hmm. Hey, the New York Giants are all about winning, and to perform their best, they need the right equipment.
Boomer and Carton is brought to you in part by WeatherTech. Don't wait until it's too late. For complete protection of your vehicle's interior, shop WeatherTech.com.
I'm not sure that's the way we should go. Christina? Christina, do you have anything to...
Drop call. Make time for a sausage McMuffin with egg sandwich. Now get 2 for just $3.
Small businesses are the lifeblood of our communities.
On November 26th, you can make a huge impact by shopping small on Small Business Saturday.
One purchase.
One purchase is all it takes.
So pick your favorite local business.
And join the movement. I pledge to shop small at Big Top Candy Shop.
Allen's Boots.
At Juno Baby Store.
Make the pledge to shop small.
Please.
Shop small on Small Business Saturday.
I got this city thank you card and started earning loads of points.
Okay, we'll leave that there for now.
You got a weather balloon with points.
Yes, I did.
Points I could use for just about anything.
Keep on going in this direction. Just take this bridge over here. There it is.
So I used mine to get a whole new perspective.
Write your story with the Citi Thank You Premier Card. With no point caps and points that don't expire. Get started at thankyoucard.citi.com.
Buying a car today is a hard thing for a person because it gets too complicated. What we've tried to do is simplify the whole process. You deal with one person. You come in, you look, we'll help you. There's no stress in the process. There's no games, there's no tricks. It's done very openly and honestly. We have a philosophy here. You take care of your life, your business, your family, and we'll take care of your car.
Years, 3 casinos, 75 shops, restaurants, and bars, 1,200 hotel rooms, a 10,000-seat arena, a world-class golf course and spa, and millions of shining moments. Celebrate with events, stars, and deals just for New Yorkers, only at Mohegan Sun's New York Week, November 10th through the 13th.
This hour of Boomer and Carton is brought to you by Dodge, built for people who love cars, to drive fast past people who don't care about cars at all.
Oh, they're confident. They're rolling. Pucks are going in. They're creating things on their own. Helping us a lot last couple of games. So that's great. We need obviously everybody's still not firing on all cylinders, and that'll happen. Hopefully, it'd be great if they stay like that all year. But in reality, that's what good teams do. They'll get hot, and it's up to the rest of us now to get hot in case they don't have a great night. That's what's fun about being part of a team.
Emily's just starting out and on a budget, like a ramen noodle every night budget. She thought Allstate car insurance was out of her reach until she heard about the value plan. Dollar per dollar, nobody protects you like Allstate.
Hi, I'm Chris McCabe, and I am a big-time Ranger fan. Thank you, Garden of Dreams.
Hi, I'm Travis Eastman, and I was a part of the first Mixed Dream Day. Thank you, Garden of Dreams.
Hi, my name is Oscar. I'm playing We Will Rock You at Radio Sing Music Hall. Thank you, Garden of Dreams.
Chris, Travis, and Oscar are 3 of over 130,000 kids who are a part of Garden of Dreams.
When the history of this season is written, it'll be written in the mud, sweat, and tears of the combatants and on the carpet of your vehicle. Unless you have WeatherTech floor liners. WeatherTech liners are laser measured to custom fit and protect your specific make and model. Dirt and spills stay in the liner until you wash them away. Order your WeatherTech floor liners at WeatherTech.com or call 1-800-CAR-MATS. Don't wait. Order your WeatherTech protection today. Complete protection, completely American-made at WeatherTech.com.
I joined the Navy when I was 19. I was a commissioned officer at 23.
I was in avionics.
Tactical telecommunications.
Squad leader. I think the hardest transition as you get further in the military is it's going to end one day. Chase hired me to be a personal banker.
And business analyst.
Manager.
I'm very proud to work for Chase.
When you hire a veteran, you get
great leadership,
decisiveness, focus.
Chase knows when you hire a veteran, you're hiring America's best.
Chase is proud to help 100,000 veterans find jobs at home.
When it's your meal ticket, when it's your statement, protect it with Prestone. Engineering lasting relationships between cars and owners since 1927. When you own it, Prestone it.
Introducing the 60 Seconds of Mayhem Sweepstakes. You could win a new car and kick a field goal at the Allstate BCS National Championship for a boat, motorcycle, RV, and a home makeover. January 9th is gonna be mayhem. Will you be there? Enter at allstatecfb.com.
This hour of Boomer and Carton is brought to you by Dodge, built for people who love cars, to drive fast past people who don't care about cars at all. Traffic and weather is brought to you by Dodge.
Stall taking off the shoulder just outside the North Coupe. Everybody slowing down to look at it on the Jersey side. 10 to 15 minute delay there. Inbound going to cost you 40 minutes. Inbound Holland delays of 5 to 10. Outbound is fine. George Washington Bridge, your best bet this morning. 59th Street Bridge, inbound slow traffic on both decks over to northern New Jersey. 280 westbound at exit 12 for the Garden State. Accidents closes a lane. On 80 eastbound at exit 37, another crash takes out a lane. Alternate side of the street parking rules suspended for Veterans Day. Have to feed the meters. And Fifth Avenue will be closed between 23rd and 56th from 11 to 4. That's because of the parade. The WFAN forecast, beautiful. Sunshine, little windy. High temperature right around 52. We're still at 43. Sunshine, I'm Tracy Burgess with the Fan Highway Patrol.
It's the morning show with Boomer Esiason and Craig Carton.
All right, Boomer and Carton live at the Wolf's Den. That's right. We deserve it. That's right.
Yeah, we deserve it.
Here at Mohegan Sun, celebrating their 15th anniversary, which in these economic times is really saying something, meaning that they're operating it right, great employees, people love coming back. It's a great place for the kids, too, with that CyberQuest area they have with games and video games and hoops and stuff. And the man behind it all is the CEO of Mohegan Sun and a dear friend of ours. Almost since the day we got the show, when he bought us a nice lunch in New York City and said, I don't know about these two idiots.
You remember that?
Yeah. Mitchell, how you been, buddy?
Doing great. Thanks for coming up.
You know, Mitchell, you were here before this thing actually opened. 16 years in the making for you. I mean, this thing has got to fly by. For you these last 16 years.
It's just been a blink. I can remember the year we were building it, the first year I got here, this was part of an old factory. And there was snow coming in. It was up to last year, the worst winter we'd had.
Right.
We built this. This was all that was here, this Casino of the Earth, and in a year. And we opened up, and, it's just been gangbusters ever since and growing, and so many great things have happened. We have 1,200. This is really incredible. We have 1,200 employees that are still here from day one.
Is that right?
Yep.
You've never had to lay anybody off or any of that stuff?
We got through it all, and we ended up having to delay a few people off about a year or so ago, last September.
Right.
And most of those people actually could have come back, would have been able to come back by now, but a lot of that was consolidating. But we avoided the whole 2008, 2009 wave. It just, at some point, we didn't really have any choice.
Well, you should tell the next new employee you hire that they should call me, because the small donation I made last night is giving you guys the funds to hire more people.
Last night.
I went from really good to really bad really fast, because Jerry Rello's a mush when it comes to gambling, by the way. So, and you guys, your people don't think, if you don't never come to Mohegan Sun, oh, it's way up there in Incasville. What's really going on there? J-Lo banged a couple weeks ago. You got Kanye and Jay-Z coming here.
Yeah,
you guys kill it.
The arena, the Mohegan Sun Arena, is the 5th or 4th, depending on the month, busiest arena of its size in the world.
That's what Canton was telling us.
It's unbelievable, and that's really what happens. And everybody plays here. It has now become New York, Boston, Uncasville. And interesting, like a lot of the shows we get, people in New York, we can't advertise them there because they're playing in New York.
Right.
And almost every single touring artist who comes through plays here, and they like it. It's the smallest place they get to play.
So if they're playing in New York, you're not allowed to advertise that they're playing here.
That's right.
So that's like a rider, because you might have a little bit of a cheaper ticket, I would imagine.
Actually, usually it's a little more because the building's smaller.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
But they don't really want to
flood the market.
Right, and they don't want exactly. So that's kind of the way it's protective that way. Even though we're with Live Nation, so we have like J-Lo. The J-Lo thing was amazing because we were putting together. We did a big 10th anniversary celebration, and we wanted to do a huge 15th anniversary celebration. Every time we get to plan these celebrations, we're always like, okay, who do you want to get?
Well, you could have called me in Booms.
Yeah, well, you're here for it.
We don't look as good as J-Lo, but I can certainly dance.
And we've never, ever gotten the person that we actually wanted. So at the time we sat down, it was like last July, August, it was, we said, well, the biggest star is J-Lo. Let's get J-Lo. And somehow Tom managed to pull it off. And,
that's good, though.
And she came, and it was a great show, and we got a lot of publicity on it, and we had a wonderful weekend. And, we have great employees here, and our employees pulled together for that weekend and really brought the eyes of the world once again here.
And what's cooking next? I know holidays are always big here. You always do that big gingerbread house that the kids love. Act-wise or event-wise, what's cooking, from post-Thanksgiving through the end of the year?
Well, we got the Jay-Z, Kanye West coming on. We have a lot of offers out for, we have a lot of shows booked for coming up. Bob Seger sold out in 2 hours.
Boom and I are now very good friends with Creed.
Right.
You could
I heard
probably,
him on the other morning.
I'm not sure if that interests you, but I can certainly manage that and get Creed in here.
Now all of a sudden you're going to manage Creed.
Why wouldn't Creed want to play here? 10,000 seats,
He had a 10-minute interview with Scott Stapp, right?
My main
the
man.
lead singer and everything. Guy's a fantastic guy. And this
we text each other every day.
This guy's booking him all over the country now.
Well, it's good. You know?
Right, okay. Well,
So you think radio pays well?
We get a piece of that.
Of course we get a piece of it. I get 10% of the gate.
Keep it going then.
And plus, they have this underperforming coffee shop upstairs that you and I are going to take over. It's not going to be the Boomer and Carton coffee shop since we can't do the steakhouse because Michael Jordan's got dibs on that bad boy.
What is Immis?
What is Immis?
You're funny.
Is that the Immis coffee? That's all right.
So you got all that cooking. Of course, you guys have, for those people that do like women's hoops, you guys also own the Connecticut Sun.
Yeah, we do. We own the Connecticut Sun.
Right.
You know, we were the first non-NBA team first team owned by a non-NBA team.
Right.
The first team to make profit. Team does great.
Let me ask you this. Obviously, you're an AC guy way back in the day, and that's where you made your bones, kind of. And you know that they're now trying, which they failed miserably on back in '92, and they had a chance to legalize sports gaming. What's your take on sports gambling? Not like in Delaware, but Vegas-style sports gambling. For Jersey, and then I don't know what the Connecticut leadership says about it politically, but what's your take on that?
Well, first of all, there's a federal ban. So I think they can pass whatever law they want in New Jersey, and it doesn't really matter. But look, the fact is, if you had sports betting in a casino, you don't make a tremendous amount of money on the actual sports betting. But
it just brings more people.
I mean, can you imagine what Final Four weekend would be like here, a Super Bowl weekend would be like, or any of these major, any Sundays. Sundays are a pretty good day now at a casino. Obviously it's usually Saturday and Sunday and Friday are about the same. But if you could bet on games at a casino on Sunday, this place would be packed. So I think that's reality. I think there's a lot. They can pass as many bills as they want. Would it be great? Yeah. Would it drive a lot of people to the casinos? Yes. But I think it's a long haul.
Has Connecticut, the Connecticut state politicians, have they considered, because it's an obvious, every state's dying economically, and it's a no-brainer, you can't lose money. Assuming the federal thing aside, and that ban's been there since '92, have you guys discussed with Connecticut guys?
We haven't, we're Indian, we're really Indian gaming, so we're regulated by a compact with the state, and I'm not really exactly sure what regulation that is. I would guess that anything that would be legal on the federal level, we'd be able to do here. And there'd just be a matter of it probably the state would be happy to have it because it would drive more people, we'd get more slot revenue, and that's where the state gets the money.
We're talking to Mitchell Edis, the CEO up here at Mohegan Sun, and I was asking Craig this because we understand the politics of those decisions, but why, if you're New Jersey, would you vote for something like that if you didn't think that you could get the federal ban overturned?
Well, they probably know they wouldn't have any reason to get it overturned if they don't have a law.
Right.
So in order to start the process, even if it's a stretch, they would be able to do it. So they have to have that. They probably have to have the legislation in order to try to get it going.
For sure. If you go to the federal government and say, we haven't approved it ourselves, the federal government will say, well, we're not going to do your job for you.
Exactly.
And they screwed the pooch in '92 because they had a chance to approve it.
I was in Atlantic City at that point, and
you were there, right?
Yeah, we were doing everything we could to get, and our senator. That was what was frustrating. I'm a Knicks fan and everything, but our senator was the one that stopped that. It's the Bradley bill that doesn't do it. And so our senator was not allowing that. And, we were doing a write-in campaign. We were doing direct mail.
Plus, times were good. I mean, the internet boom, everyone was making money. So the thought was, we don't need it.
Yeah, and, there's always a big, no one bets on football games. I mean.
Everybody bets on football games.
So there's always this big, I don't know. It's just that was a big shock to us back then.
Well, let's face it. The leagues obviously are actively lobbying against all of this.
Right.
And I can understand that, but that's also what drives the popularity of the league.
Yeah, well,
a big part of it, I should say.
That's why injury reports come out on Wednesday.
Right.
I mean, that's why there's lines, of course.
And it's funny, and we really can't advertise inside of a football game.
Right.
Inside of a stadium.
Right.
But it's kind of interesting because, like I said, people don't. That is obviously people bet on football.
Well, listen, Mitchell, it's always good seeing you. The accommodations are always great, first class, top notch. I bring my family here a couple times a year. The kids, there's stuff for the kids to do, unlike a lot of casinos. It's really a family resort.
You can have a great time here and never gamble.
100% right. Now I do gamble,
I know,
and you're not that far away from Mystic. which is a
Right.
beautiful,
Yeah, the
beautiful
seaport,
town.
there's the
Yeah,
aquarium,
it's
there's a lot of
great.
stuff to do around here. It is a really great place to come and center yourself. We have got world-famous restaurant. You ate at Bobby Flay's last night.
Yep.
We got Pepe's Pizza over here, Bobby's Burgers. There's something for everybody here, and it's worth the trip.
I will say that Boomer did abuse the dinner ordering last night.
Oh, of course I did.
That's how he rolls.
100%.
I mean, NFL VP, that's just how he rolls.
When it's on Chernov's time, that's what you do. You know, so you come in and you make a statement.
Mitchell, thanks again.
Thanks,
we'll see you
Alex.
again.
Pleasure.
Love being
Mitchell,
here.
thank you so much,
Mitchell
Trevor.
Anderson,
Thank
don't
you.
forget, you got Jay-Z and Kanye coming here. You got Rob Thomas coming here. And really a great place. Even if you just stroll around for the day, when the Christmas decorations go up, you'll love it. And for you ladies out there who don't look so hot this morning, they opened up a Sephora here. It's got to be within the last year because I didn't see it last time.
What's a Sephora?
It's beauty products, makeup, lipstick, lotions, and stuff.
What is wrong
Colognes.
with you? I mean,
turn it back up, Stevie.
Do you have
It's our most recent.
I pay attention. I see things.
Yeah, that wasn't there.
You got a man store around here?
Yeah, Tommy Bahama. We shop.
Yeah, but let me ask you a question. You know all about the Sephora thing?
Sephora. The women love the
Oh, that's
Sephora.
great.
There's a very small men's section too.
Oh, there is.
I mean, I was going to comment on that, but apparently there's a little men's section in there. That's why I buy my Carmex. Mitchell Ellis, everybody. Coming up, Randy Cross, our NFL picks. So those of you who are degenerates, not saying being up at 4 in the morning makes you one, but we'll give you our NFL picks against the spread. And your calls all the way to 10 o'clock, 877-337-6666 plus. Is it true or false that Oscar De La Hoya likes to wear women's clothes? Find out next on The Fan. Lord and Taylor here, boys.
You're watching Boomer and Carton live from Mohegan Sun. Rangers Canes tonight on MSG.
MSG Network. New York plays here.
We don't just make a luxury SUV. We make the world's most acclaimed luxury SUV. And we don't just give you coverage. We give you premium care maintenance. The Cadillac Escalade. We don't just make luxury cars, we make Cadillacs. Visit your Tri-State Cadillac dealer or CadillacTristate.com for this exceptional offer.
In movies, I played the tough guy. But my son Danny, as stunt coordinator, was the real tough guy. Yet even he couldn't beat pancreatic cancer. That's why I support the Lost Garden Foundation. It's dedicated to finding a cure for this deadly disease. And Cablevision support ensures that 100% of every donation you make goes directly to pancreatic cancer research. In my son Danny's memory, join me in the fight. Visit curepc.org today. Thank you.
Their style defined who we are. Every time they took the court, every time they donned the orange and blue, they represented everything it meant to be from this city. Playing with heart, with grit, with swagger, they played the game their way, the hard way, and we loved every second of it. MSG Networks presents a new 20-part series, 1994, March to the Finals, Sunday on MSG.
Sick. You can put like a force field on him and like be invisible for like a minute.
I call first player.
No,
Well, I already called him.
Nobody's playing anything until after we get our homework done. Thank you.
Hello? Test drive's not over yet.
It's practically yours.
Hello?
But we still need your signature. Volkswagen Sign Then Drive is back, and it's never been easier to get the all-new Passat. That's the power of German engineering. Get 0 first month's payment, 0 down, 0 security deposit, and 0 do-it signing on any new Volkswagen. Visit VWDealer.com.
Small businesses are the lifeblood of our communities.
On November 26th, you can make a huge impact by shopping small on Small Business Saturday.
One purchase.
One purchase is all it takes.
So pick your favorite local business.
And join the movement.
I pledge to shop small at Big Top Candy Shop.
Allen's Boots.
At Juno Baby Store.
Make the pledge to shop small.
Please.
Shop small on Small Business Saturday.
When it's your meal ticket, when it's your statement, protect it with Prestone. engineering lasting relationships between cars and owners since 1927. When you own it, Prestone it.
My name is Angelo Galata. To perform on the great stage at Radio City Music Hall was a dream come true. Thank you, Garden of Dreams.
Hi, my name is Christine Davis, and I am a graduate of the MSG classroom. Thank you, Garden of Dreams.
Hi, my name is Jack Gilroy, and my dream was to hang out with the Knicks. Thank you, Garden of Dreams.
Angelo, Christine, and Jack are 3 of over 130,000 kids who are a part of Garden of Dreams.
I joined the Navy when I was 19.
I was a commissioned officer at 23. I was in avionics.
Tactical telecommunications.
Squad leader. I think the hardest transition as you get further in the military is you know it's going to end one day.
Chase hired me to be a personal banker.
And business analyst. Manager.
I'm very proud to work for Chase.
When you hire a veteran, you get
great leadership,
decisiveness, focus.
Chase knows when you hire a veteran, you're hiring America's best.
Chase is proud to help 100,000 veterans find jobs at home. The all-new Range Rover Evoque.
If shopping for insurance were like shopping for diapers, you might think all these cost about the same, protect about the same. But what if you have an accident? Allstate Accident Forgiveness starts the day you sign up. These guys might make you wait a couple of years.
We can't wait a couple of years.
No, you cannot.
Thanks.
Don't mention it. Shop less, get more. Make one call to an Allstate agent.
Call Allstate now, and you'll also get a free lifetime membership in Good Hands Roadside Assistance.
This hour of Boomer and Carton is brought to you by WeatherTech. For complete protection of your vehicle's interior, shop WeatherTech.com.
Football now. See you, Mitchell. Thanks, buddy. And joining us from the CBS Sports Network, of course, former 49er. He has a Rutgers Army from Yankee Stadium. But we're going to start off with the NFL with him. And his name is Randy Cross. Randy, Boomer, and Craig, how you been, kiddo?
Doing good. Doing really good.
Hey, Randy, great to talk to you, brother, man. How surprised are you that your ex-team, the 49ers, are at 7-1, and it looks like they are sailing right now?
You know, not really. I think Boomer, it started with Singletary was kind of the, try to be physical, try to have an identity. But the whole, how to be a team and everything else about it never really quite came along. And I think Jim Harbaugh has done such a great job of bringing those guys together. And they figured out a way to kind of they figured out a way to win with a good defense and not being real spectacular on offense. And I guess it's not great for stats, but it sure as heck is good for the record book. And they're a team right now that you probably don't want to play.
Right. I don't want to taking nothing away from them at all because it's hard to get to 7-1. I don't care who you are. But they're also, you look at them right now, they will win that division at the very latest Thanksgiving. They're guaranteed a home playoff game. And, it's almost like Seattle last year. They were 7-9. They got a home playoff game. They won. They beat New Orleans. And now you're a game away from a championship game. And I just wonder, though, for you, we asked you about them, Randy, because they're playing, the Giants this week, and it's a real big game, first place against first place. Is it that they're playing lesser teams, you think? Or has Alex Smith figured it out? Or is Harbaugh just that good? I'm trying to figure them out.
Well, I don't think it's the lesser teams deal. And Alex Smith hasn't done anything necessarily to get them beat. I just think they have been so solid. They run the ball extremely well. They don't make very many mistakes. They've had some great talent on the defensive side of the ball for a long time. If you say that it's the division, well, heck, yeah, it's the division. That division is sorry. But it's got nothing to do with it all just because it's a weaker opponent. I think they've done a really nice job. And if we've learned anything over the last several years about the NFL, it's not teams have to be what we think they are. It's what they are at this time. And at this time, the Niners are a good team. And Harbaugh's got them convinced that they're one of the better teams in the NFC. Now, they're going to find out what a good NFC team looks like playing the Giants, because the Giants can run it, they can pass it, and they've got that defense that puts so much pressure on an offense. So we'll see how well the project has gone, this week. But, up to this point, they're as good as any team in the NFC.
We're talking to Randy Cross, former 49er. The interesting thing, Randy, is they've only played one game in their division, and that was their opening game at Seattle, or at home versus Seattle. They beat them 33-17. They still have 5 games left to go in that lousy division. And they have a couple tough games in front of them, including this one now at the Giants. To me, they have taken the edge of who Jim Harbaugh is. I don't know if you remember him as a player when we played. I ran into him a few times off season and everything. You remember the edge that he had? He always had a chip on his shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and I think that's what I'm saying. I think this team has really taken on his personality.
Yeah. I think you're absolutely right. You look at sort of what they have obviously bought in to what Jim Harbaugh wants to do as football, as a football team, because that's all you hear from them. It's not.
Winning makes that happy.
Heck, Vernon Davis isn't shooting his mouth off. That's
yeah,
how well
but how, Randy, you know how that works. So that's a byproduct of winning. You're 7-1.
Yeah.
You don't want to be the jackass that starts rocking the boat. You lose 2-3 games, and all of a sudden, I don't know about this, I don't know about that, and that's great. I mean, it's great. You're 7-1. There is nothing to bitch about,
Well, and also, this is a year-to-year league now. This isn't about let's build a dynasty for 10 years. This is about let's be good this year. And that's the only year that counts.
Right.
And they're good right now. So I'll be interested to see how they do. I know the people out in San Francisco are absolutely out of their minds as bad as they've been.
Yeah,
lately.
this game will be interesting because the Giants are no joke. And, the rub here is that the Giants come in without Ahmad Bradshaw, and San Francisco is the best team in football against the run. So even though Eli's had what we all agree is, an awesome year thus far, now you're basically going to say to them, throw the ball 40 times and beat us, and we'll take our chances that way,
Yeah, but also I think Eli can do things that I think your partner sitting next to you did pretty well too. Eli is really good with his hands. He's good with his fakes. So he's going to put pressure himself on that defense as far as play action and things like that. And they do a very nice job game planning that way.
Randy Cross joins us, CBS, of course. He has Rutgers Army. It's interesting. Veterans Day is today, so obviously this game has a little extra oomph to it because it's Veterans Day, which we'll get to in a second. But you're a voice of college football now, meaning at some point you got to address and have an opinion and talk about what's going on. This terrible story at Penn State. We've talked to everyone and their mom about it. Without putting words in your mouth, I'll say it again today. Were you in favor of Joe Paterno being fired prior to this game and being relieved of his duties or not?
Absolutely, and I was a little piece of me was disappointed that they didn't sort of put the brakes to the season. But realistically, I don't think they can. It affects too many other teams, too many other people outside of the Penn State community. But if I learned one thing over the last few days, I learned that, a extremely insulated type of a place like State College, Pennsylvania is, I think you need some voice of reason from the outside to come in to kind of bring you to your senses, because there was no way any of this was going to happen until the governor stepped in and the board of trustees stepped in, and they did the right thing. Without a doubt, because it's not about legacies and it's not about football games or football. It's like it's said innumerable times. It is about those kids and the absolute, travesty that was the years and years and years that have gone since all that started.
Well, I was just going to say, Randy, it's to me, I don't think you can penalize the kids that wear the uniform today and they have a game tomorrow against Nebraska. It's going to be I don't know what kind of show it's going to be. I just hope that the students of Penn State act accordingly and recognize the error of their ways the other night when they turned over a van and they were rioting and all this other stuff, and realize the bigger picture. And I think that's what you exactly captured in your words, that there is no excuse for something like this when it comes to an innocence of a child, and when that innocence is brushed under the rug and nobody is actually doing anything about it until now, some 12, 13 years later. to me, is the bigger picture here. But still, those kids that wear that uniform that will go out on that field tomorrow shouldn't be penalized. I don't think should be penalized because of the actions of adults that didn't do anything about this.
Yeah, and the graduate assistant, the 28-year-old, McCrary at that time when he saw what he saw. It's easy to talk, loud, and it's easy to be brave on the internet, and it's easy to say, well, if that happened to me, I would do this. You have no idea what you do under those kind of shock conditions, under those kind of circumstances. So, I also have to feel for him because initially this guy was also sort of a victim in a way of what happened and of this guy. Now, the lack of action, for whatever reason, is indefensible, especially over a number of years. But this thing has so many layers. The football side of it, Boomer, just absolutely shrinks. I mean, it's infinitesimal. But I would anticipate a fairly good scene there, and I think the Penn State football team is going to react extremely well, because for all the negatives around this, they've been taught, how to deal with adversity, I think, very well by Joe Paterno and staff.
And the other interesting thing is that, the first report came out that everyone was encouraged to wear Penn State blue to the game as opposed to that white have to do a lot at home, to try to, their way of saying we respect the victims, et cetera, et cetera. And now there's a TMZ report, so take it for what it's worth, that there are people close to the organization suggesting that kids wear white to honor Joe Paterno. So the scene there, it's going to be nuts. There's no doubt about that.
I hope that does. For me, I hope that's not the case.
If that's the case, they embarrass themselves very badly.
They do, and I just hope that but on the other side of it, Randy, you have a great game. You have Rutgers. You're at Yankee Stadium. It's Army. There's nothing better than doing an Army Black Knight game. I've done a bunch of them, and I know this. You've been following them now with the CBS Sports Network. Just give me a sense, a little snapshot of what you think it's going to be like at Yankee Stadium tomorrow at 3:30.
Well, the situation that, as far as that goes, the players are just excited as heck to play at Yankee Stadium. I think on both sides, the Army team is as they are against a lot of bigger time action. Against a Rutgers team like they are. Army is outgunned. I mean, on the defensive side, they're much smaller. On the offensive side, they're not quite that big, but, they are the number one running team in the country. And Greg Schiano's team is back to being bowl eligible again. They're 6-3, and, they can't decide on a quarterback. But I look at this matchup as coming down to kind of big plays, because if they give up big plays in the passing game and things happen like that in chunks, it's going to make things extremely hard on the Black Knights. But if they can find a way defensively to stay with Rutgers, limiting the huge plays and making them earn and be patient about it, I think they've got a shot. But Rutgers has proven to me, at least you see the way their schedule has gone, they've proven they are mentally tough, that's for sure. They win that overtime game against USF. The kick is missed, and they win an OT, and they get into a bowl game. The whole theme of Eric LeGrand, he's going to be there tomorrow for the coin toss and whatnot, and that's such a wonderful story. So, hey, I think, locally here with two local teams playing at Yankee Stadium, you couldn't ask for more.
And if you're free Sunday night, Boomer invited me and Coach Carroll over to his place to watch the Jet game. And I'm allowed to bring a couple friends. So if you want to come, Boomer's buying pizza and some brews, and we can watch it in his basement if you have nothing else going on Sunday night right now.
No problem. I imagine Boomer's got one heck of a man cave.
No, not really, to be honest. I mean, it's a nice couch, and he has a great Samsung, but it's not what do you think.
Really?
And Randy, I'll tell you what, Randy, you're invited anytime you want to come. You don't have to come with Craig.
No, you come in. I'll pick you up. I'll swing by, pick you up, and then we'll maybe it wouldn't kill you to buy a cake, a pie or something.
Well, listen, Randy, I got to tell you, have a great game tomorrow. It's going to be a great atmosphere.
And it's Veterans Day. It's Veterans Day weekend, so it's going to be great.
Veterans Day weekend. You got the Army Black Knights, the Scarlet Knights of Rutgers. Should be a great game, and I'll be watching. Enjoy, all right, brother?
All right. Thanks a lot. Thanks, bro.
Good job, RC.
Right.
Thank you, buddy. That's Randy Cross right there. We have our NFL picks coming up. We got an update from Jerry Rello, of course, and we have more of your calls as we get ready for Jets-Patriots. I've broken it all down. I'm going to give you a lock winner on that bad boy.
And the 49ers and the Giants.
That's exactly right. But first, maybe you're thirsty right now. Wouldn't it be great if you could have your own soda and not have to wait for a waitress to bring it to you? Bring SodaStream with you. SodaStream.
Tonight on MSG, who says hurricane season is over?
Score! Brian Richards!
The Rangers say so. Rangers Canes tonight on MSG.
On The Next Beginnings, when he was growing up, Brian Boyle was always the biggest fan of the Boston Bruins.
He watched the Bruins just say, score!
Beginnings, an all-new original series presented by Nolos Credit Union. Saturday on MSG.
I'm a streaker. I'm 300 pounds, painted blue, and apart from the cleats, I'm completely naked.
Go State!
Oops. And if you've got 15-minute insurance, they might not pay for this. So get Allstate. You can save cash and be better protected from mayhem. Like me.
Shop less, get more. Make one call to an Allstate agent.
A better way to find the perfect hotel from Priceline.
This is Carl Banks, one of the best linebackers to ever wear a Giants uniform. So one of the best, period. And there isn't anything he doesn't know about Giants football, their plays, their tactics, their mindset. And he's ready to get us ready. Ready to... Wait, Carl! Save it for Sunday. Giants opening drive live Sunday morning at 10 on MSG.
Small businesses are the lifeblood of our communities.
On November 26th, you can make a huge impact by shopping small on Small Business Saturday.
One purchase.
One purchase is all it takes.
So pick your favorite local business.
And join the movement.
I pledge to shop small at Big Top Candy Shop.
Allen's Boots.
At Juno Baby Store.
Make the pledge to shop small.
Please.
Shop small on Small Business Saturday.
Best-in-class fuel and power. Whoever said good things come in small packages never got a look at this.
Now during the Lincoln Wishlist event, get 4 years complimentary maintenance, plus the season's most attractive offer on a Lincoln MKX.
Get more than you wished for.
4 of women's college basketball's top teams will tip off at the Garden. It's the Maggie Dixon Classic on Sunday, December 11th. First, Baylor battles St. John's. Then DePaul faces the 8-time national champions from the University of Tennessee, led by legendary coach Pat Summitt. Plus, Madison Square Garden will host the annual Maggie Dixon Heart Health Fair. Join us in celebrating the legacy of Maggie Dixon. Tickets are on sale now. For great seats, visit thegarden.com.
I joined the Navy when I was 19. I spent 4 years in the military, and I served a tour in Iraq. All the skills I learned in the military are very transferable into the corporate and real world. Chase hired me to be a personal banker. The 100,000 Jobs mission has definitely helped me get my foot in the door. Chase is giving opportunities to vets who don't think that there's any opportunity out there. Chase and these other companies are getting a great deal when they hire veterans.
It's sick. You can put like a force field on them and like be invisible for like a minute.
I call first player.
No,
Well, I already called.
Nobody's playing anything until after we get our homework done. Thank you. Hello? Test drive's not over yet.
It's practically yours.
Hello?
But we still need your signature. Volkswagen Sign Then Drive is back, and it's never been easier to get the all-new Passat. That's the power of German engineering. Get 0 first month's payment, 0 down, 0 security deposit, and 0 do-it signing on any new Volkswagen. Visit VWDealer.com.
This is New York swagger. This is New York grit. This is New York hospitality. This is New York heart. This is New York hockey. This is the New York Rangers. Tickets on sale now.
When it's your meal ticket, When it's your statement, protect it with Prestone. Engineering lasting relationships between cars and owners since 1927. When you own it, Prestone it.
Tonight on MSG, who says hurricane season is over? The Rangers say so. Rangers Canes tonight on MSG.
This is where New York shines. This is where New York puts on a show. This is where New York plays. MSG Network. New York plays here.
Here's what's coming up tonight on MSG.
Moment of the Day is brought to you by Chase. Deposit checks from your smartphone with Quick Deposit. Take a step forward and chase what matters. This hour of Boomer and Carton is brought to you by WeatherTech. For complete protection of your vehicle's interior, shop WeatherTech.com.
Good Hands Roadside Assistance. All you have to do is call. Shop less, get more. Make one call to an Allstate agent. Find one near you at allstate.com. Outbound Lincoln Tunnel. Stall on the shoulder just outside of that North Tube on the Jersey side. 10 to 15-minute delays there. Inbound 20. Take it over to the George. No problems in or out. Inbound Holland going to cost you $5. Out is fine. It's Veterans Day, so alternate side of the street parking rules suspended today. Feed the meters. But we have a parade going on between 23rd and 56th from about 11 until 4, so that should be fun. Over to the LIE in Queens, westbound between the Van Wyck and Woodhaven Boulevard. A lot of slow traffic. And we have problems. An accident on 287 cross Westchester eastbound at exit 10. It's off on the shoulder. And then the Hutch northbound before Mamaroneck Avenue. Shoulders blocked there. The WFAN forecast for today. Sunshine. A lot of wind out there. 52 going to be the high. 43. It's sunny right now. I'm Tracy Burgess with the Fan Highway Patrol.
It's Boomer Esiason and Craig Carton.
All right, Boomer and Carton live from the Wolf's Den Mohegan Sun. That's right. And before we get back to your calls, we get ready for the big football weekend. Of course, Nebraska against Penn State Saturday at noon. And then you got Sunday, Giants, Niners at 4. And then you have Jets and Patriots, the night game. It's going to be a great weekend, pumped up for it.
Plus, there are a lot of great other football games this weekend.
And
as well.
Lucky T has his championship soccer game for indoor soccer.
Sweet.
That's exactly right.
I mean, you got New Orleans at Atlanta, Pittsburgh at Cincinnati.
Right.
Right. You got Buffalo at Dallas. Big game for CBS, of course.
Just read the whole lineup.
Well, no, but I'm just saying. You have a lot of Detroit at Chicago.
Right.
Right, and Minnesota at Green Bay.
It's going to be. It's always a good Sunday for me.
All right, good.
No, we're not working. Well, you are.
I am.
Jerry's got an update for you. Good morning, Jerry. What do you got?
Good morning. Brought to you by Metro PCS. Wireless for all, and the week in the NFL did begin last night with the Raiders winning in San Diego.
And Bush fighting for extra yards. Did he get in? He did. Touchdown, Raiders.
Huh. That's Ian Eagle on the fan.
You know what's funny about Ian Eagle?
You think he sounds like Greg Papa?
No. He's starting to sound like Kevin Harlan.
You know, I thought the same